Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case.
That's correct.
Dati mihi Anglican for his nervous
That's literally not true.
I didn't ask you to interrupt me from saying.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Good to have you here. Happy, guess what today is? Oh my goodness. Let me just take a minute here and let the music finish. While that's happening, I just want to wish a wonderful day to Sweet Magnolia 15, who was first in chat today. Congratulations, Sweet Magnolia. You're the winner. You're first in chat. Your promptness is being punished. We're sentencing you to internet ownership. Everything I'm hearing that worldwide is your responsibility. It's laid solely on your shoulders. You'll be required to fix, repair, educate, train, and install everything internet related. You're going to do fine. You're going to do fine many before you have done fine. So you'll be great. Congratulations there. Oh. I was going to welcome you to this wonderful start of the day, and I realized what today is. It's the podcast. It's the podcast tonight. We're doing the podcast. And for those of you that have headphones, here's your warning. And
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day! Welcome to Wednesday. I got mixed reviews. The crowd was a little harsh this morning. Mixed reviews this morning. We are halfway through the work week. We made it all the way to Wednesday. Wow. Good morning. It's good to have you here. Now, with that out of the way, you can put your headphones on. It's safe. You can wear them again. Little crackle. It gave out on me a little bit. 7 out of 10, says Josh. Samantha gives me a 10 out of 10. She's more generous than the rest of y'all. Thank you, Samantha. You're my favorite today. Red Ben says mute. She warned you. Yes, it is hump day. The obligatory hump day yell. And there's a stubby check. Is stubby not working? Is your stub? You're the only one who has problems with greeners. I don't know how to say this. It might be a you thing. Let me just check. Doing a quick little analysis here on my part. Let's see. Cloud connecting. No, it's me. Here we go. Should be there now. I just had to read. I don't know why it forgets. It like goes to sleep. I'm just going to stop talking. I think that's probably the best thing. All right.
I got a stubby little pencil.
There we go. It worked for Quartz is working. What's wrong with yours? That's what I'm. No, Sophia. I think that was yours, maybe. All right. We have a couple things to do today. I realize I'm on the other side of the screen. It's all right.
Hello.
I'll move around today. Hello, good morning. Welcome. A couple things to do. We have to.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Good to have you here. Pahl. It's great.
Hello.
Hello.
There's nothing in the order that restrains you from talking to cats.
No.
Hello.
I've made a mess of the screen here a little bit. Let's see. USK1. Let's run to.
Hush!
Set this as B.
Now I'm trying to have
Now
court.
let's run
Don't raise
to
your
A.
voice again.
You don't put a diplomatic plate on a hoopty.
I'll move around today. That's all right.
No.
Hello.
Just be aware I'm going to be moving around today. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I guess that's your equivalent of the hump day yell, just playing those while I'm trying to talk. Happy birthday to Chester, Gary,
Hello.
Jean, Math is Grease. Sandy, Southern Treasure, Waffles, and True Crime. All right, that's a two-verser. I think we can get all the way up to Math is.
I got a stubby little pencil.
Greeners. There it goes.
Hello.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's celebrate the birthdays so we can kick things off. We've got some catch up. We're like 3 days behind. We've got to catch up on this trial, and to get there, we're going to need everyone's support. And I might have to turn off the sound effects. Let's see. Hang on. Judge Fleischer, you ready to cheer on some people's
Happy birthday.
Oh.
You look good.
Yes, he is. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Judge Fleischer. We're gonna sing happy birthday to these wonderful people. I'm getting text messages. What's this about? Oh, it's a Hump Day Camel. Thank you, whoever sent me that. Appreciate the Hump Day Camel. All right, Chester, Gary, Gene, Mathis Grease, Sandy, Southern Treasure, Waffles, and True Crime. That's a lot. Waffles and True Crime at the end. It's going to be a mouthful, and not just because it's waffles. But let's find the birthday song instead of the intro. There it is. Everyone, stand up, deep breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. All right, we're good. We're adding a little bit here. There we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chester, Gary, Gene, Mathis, Grease, and Sandy. Happy birthday to you. We added a heavenly birthday for Gary. Thank you very much for adding that to the list.
Happy birthday. You look good.
We're going to start again with Southern Treasure on Waffles and True Crime for verse 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Southern Treasure, Waffles and True Crime. Happy birthday to you. For everyone who celebrated their birthday today, there are many wonderful days. Today is your special day. I realize there are a million places you could be and a million people you could have celebrated with. You chose to be here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor is ours. Hopefully we can turn some of that pleasure, that joy, that happiness we feel in our hearts back to you and make your day just a little more special. Begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's House, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. I was thinking this morning we have to add a little something to the intro. I'm not sure. You guys tell me if you like it, but in my head I've been sort of toying with the idea that this channel is a little bit of an anomaly of a Venn diagram, right? You know what a Venn diagram is, where the overlapping circles sort of shade each other. Yeah. We're at the crossroads. We're at the corner. If you want to find us, we're at the corner of True Crime and Family Time. That sort of been percolated in my head, so I'm going to try to work that into the intro in the morning, if I remember. Or I'll forget. I won't. Happy birthday to all who are celebrating. The dance is for you. And Melody brought all the emojis. Do you have a drum solo to finish this one? Beautiful, beautiful. Chick-fil-A gives a cookie or brownie for birthdays here. Hey, there you go. Chick-fil-A. You don't get pancakes, but that's an emoji seizure. It was a lot of emojis. I think copy and paste was involved.
Happy birthday. You look good.
All right. Skeeter, we're not gonna follow the civil trial, but possibly the criminal trial of the first grade shooter incident. There are two. There's a civil and a criminal. Civil's going first, which is interesting. Normally, criminal goes first. We're at the corner of True Crime and Family Time. Yes, we are. I'm hoping I can add that in. I don't think anyone else has used that. That's like original. That's like it came from my head, right? Please tell me I didn't steal that from someone. Tried to tell you for our last birthday. I guess it didn't go off. Apple Treasure. We need to sing the Apple Treasure. Hang on one second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Apple Treasure. Happy birthday to you. There we go. We got you. We got you. Sorry, Apple Treasure. We missed you in the original bunch, but you should feel included now. Should have used the birthday link, says Apple Treasure. Yeah, she probably did. But the form is not perfect. Sorry, Amber. It has its struggles. Posty7, I got my diplomatic plates. Sweet. 34 months.
Don't put a diplomatic plate on a hoopty.
Hoopty. There it is. Hopefully you don't have a hoopty. Do you put your diplomatic... You've already got like plates that get you out of jail free because you've got the federal post office plates. The post office is the most ticketed entity in the United States. You know that? And they don't pay. They don't pay because they're federal. They're like, we're above your laws. Posty7 OG, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. 34 months. It's a 1996 Toyota Camry. So it might be the hoopty. Southern Treasure is handle. Apple Treasure was the other thing. Okay. So Apple Treasure, Southern Treasure. Hopefully we sing to everyone who needs to be sung to. A true Venn compares similarities and differences. Yes. Well, imagine Family Time and True Crime. And there's a little tiny sliver of an overlap, and that's where we are. So there's only one similarity. And there's a lot of differences outside. That was the idea. Maybe the crossroads would be better. But okay, so the name change thing got us with Apple Treasure, Southern Treasure name. Yeah, if you change your name at the last minute, let us know so we make sure we sing to the right people. So the overlap would be family crime. Yes, you found it, Shaky Ground. That's it. We're becoming the mob family. We're a mob family apparently. That is literally, that's the conclusion you can reach from that Venn diagram. That or it's true family or, no, hang on. True time or family crime. One of the two. I can't, math is hard today. All right, let's see. So I had that first. If nobody else had that, I had that first. Don't steal that. We're now a mob, not a gang. We've graduated. It's like when the little kids grow up, they don't play on the little toys anymore in the park. They have bigger toys that they play on. That's us. We're now in the family crime time realm. Figuratively speaking, of course. Allegedly. What do we have to throw in to make sure we don't get in trouble? All right. I did find Travis. And I decided I don't want to talk to him. I'm sorry, Travis, if you're watching. Great guy. He told me that he was just bored. He was just bored in the Zoom. And that's why he was doing the little puppet fingers and the faces, and he was just cracking up. Didn't get into his case at all. Don't know what that's about. But let him know who I was. And he's like, oh, okay, weird. You guys are weird. I'm like, well, you are too. We sort of like you. But I have not found Mr. The other dude. What was his name? It's going to be harder to find if I don't remember his name. Jerry Side. So what is this trial about? This trial is a Matthew Pahl. Matthew Pahl in Wisconsin is charged with his girlfriend's murder. His girlfriend's body was found after about 3 weeks. Okay, it had been missing for 3 weeks, found in the woods in an area next to a golf course. There's cameras involved, all this. Unable to determine the cause of death is my understanding. So this makes it tricky when you just have a body somewhere, trying to pin somebody on it. If you can't say there was foul play involved in this manner, that becomes an interesting situation. You've got verdict watch is over. We had verdict yesterday. You've got a couple. There's some evidence of the crime scene. There's going to be beer cans and things like that, and you'll hear about this in opening statements as we cover them today. But the biggest issue that the state says something's not right here is that Matthew Pahl is seen either on video or observed firsthand by a witness, I can't remember which, leaving his apartment with his girlfriend. And then he's seen returning to his apartment with his girlfriend's belongings, and she's not seen again. That's the crux of the case. That's where we're at. That's the starter. And there's some spicy stuff. He's been texting some people in the Philippines, some ladies, I guess. He thinks they're ladies. I don't know if they are. And he's thinking the grass is greener in the Philippines, right? With these two women. When I say texting, I use the term loosely. It probably has an extra S and stuff in there, and less T's. He's charged in the long-time death of his girlfriend, Stephanie Pavlons, after her remains were found in a wooded area. She was found in August 2022. They have tried to throw this case out because they say you can't prove how she died. And that's sort of important.
I got a stubby little pencil.
It is first-degree homicide and hiding a corpse. And the defense is going to do the similar thing that you see from some other trials. Okay, when the state's trying to say they have such a open and shut case, listen to what they don't have, and try to make that mental leap. So we're going to start. We're going to run over. I'm going to run over here, and we're going to jump to court because we can, and we want to hear what's going on, and we want to get caught up. We're on catch up, right? So we're skipping some stuff. We're skipping the jury instructions. We're skipping a little bit of things. We might even speed watch some of the testimony as it comes in. We are going to see evidence on this one. We are going to see some familiar faces, at least one of them. You might recognize her. I think that's it. Is there anything else I need to say? What am I forgetting? Same courthouse as Darrell Brooks. Yes, you're going to recognize the face from the Darrell Brooks trial. Same prosecutor. That's the one, Melanie. Same prosecutor. So yes, we are behind. We're behind. So be prepared to work extra shifts this week. I'm just saying we're going to get caught up here, and we'll do so like this. Please tell me I have audio. Apparently I don't. I'll fix that. There it is.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
First, let me say thank you for your attention to this case and participation during the jury selection last Friday. I know that gets a little mundane at times, and it's the kind of thing they never show in the movies because it is so dull. No offense, Judge Ramirez, but we appreciate you participating and giving some honest answers to us. And
court is dull.
More importantly, going forward, we thank you for your dedication to this trial over the next 2 weeks. We realize fully that, this takes a lot out of your personal lives, your professional lives, and we appreciate that. So what I'm about to tell you is an opening statement, which is really a framework for you just to understand the evidence. You can kind of think of it like a movie trailer, right? I'm certainly not going to detail for you every little aspect of this case, but I'm going to kind of give you a general sense of what you can expect to see, right, in the coming days of this trial. If you could put up the PowerPoint, please. I just want to share with you 2 photographs as I speak with you this morning here.
We're not going to look at these photos, I don't think.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Stephanie Pavlons.
We'll show you a picture.
She is the person who is the subject of this homicide trial. She's a person you will not hear from directly in this case.
Take that back.
This
we'll
is
get a better picture of her.
Stephanie as she was enjoying life one day. The next photograph, please. This also is Stephanie Pavlons. And this is what the case centers on, right? How did she end up dead in the woods in the town of Delafield in 2022? That's what the case is about. How did she get like this? You're going to hear a lot of testimony, ladies and gentlemen, and the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is be patient, right? This is a pretty complex case. It's not as if I can put one witness on the stand and have him or her explain the whole thing to you and we could be done in a day, right? You can realize if we're telling you this is going to take 2 weeks, you're going to have to be a little bit patient. You're given the opportunity to take notes. If that's something you're comfortable with, I would encourage you to take notes because there's a lot. There's a lot to keep track of. Maybe you're one of these guys that can just see it and hear it once and you're good. That's fine too. But the evidence that we're going to present to you through the course of these next 2 weeks is a culmination of a lengthy investigation, okay?
Very thorough.
You're going to hear that the Stephanie sadly was discovered by a construction crew who was out working in the area on the date of September 9, 2022. And you will hear that the reason they discovered her body is because there was an overwhelming odor as they were out working in the area. And that's what drew their attention to the woods and made them go into the woods to explore. And of course, made this horrible discovery. When investigators were first at the scene, along with the medical examiner and members of her staff, they could not even tell the gender of this person because the body had been so grossly decomposed over time. Judge Ramirez had warned you on Friday, some of these details are going to be a little bit gruesome, and we do apologize for that, but it's really important for you to know. The condition of the body when they found it was decomposed largely by insect infestation, maggots, so that her entire neck and face area was pretty much gone. There's no soft tissue. And I don't mean to sound flip, but her appearance was kind of similar to one of the Halloween skeletons you would see in your neighbor's yard this time of year, because there was no flesh, no soft tissue remaining. Stephanie Pavlans was 44 years old when she died. And you were going to hear a little bit of background about Stephanie, who she was. It's our understanding she grew up in Delafield. Her parents, Richard and Georgianne, longtime residents. I think they said they lived in their house more than 50 years in the city of Delafield. And she's a young woman, probably about 24, 25 years ago now. She met the defendant, Matthew Pahl, at a bowling alley. And the two became involved with each other and remained involved in each other's lives till 2022. In fact, they had a child in common. They had a daughter born to them in 2003, Layla. They had never married. Their relationship is described by friends and family as on again, off again. It was obviously a personal relationship. They'd come in and out of each other's lives. They lived together. And then Stephanie would go back and stay with her parents for a time or two, and then they get back together. In 2022, the defendant, Matthew Pahl, had an apartment right on the other side of the golf course here, just down the street from us, off of Delafield Street in the city of Waukesha. And at that same time, we will present evidence to you that he was involved in an online relationship with two women in the Philippines. Women that he had met through some kind of dating website or online chat room or something of that sort.
Allegedly.
And he was deeply involved with these women. This wasn't just like every now and then he'd chat them up and say, how's it going? He would talk to them on a daily basis. He became involved in an online sexual relationship with them. He would talk to them frequently. And he began to make plans to move to the Philippines.
Yeah, because that's going to go
with an
well.
intention, it seemed, to be involved in a personal or sexual relationship with one or both of them. He would describe Stephanie to these people as just a coworker or an employee.
As I was saying, family time.
This all became derailed his plan to move to the Philippines in about June or July of 2022, when he injured his foot in some type of accident, his foot or his ankle. And it laid him up. He was on crutches, he was in a walking cast or a boot type of thing, and he was struggling to the point where he had to rely on Stephanie more and more to help him with his daily cares, because if you ever been on crutches, you know it's not easy just to grocery shop, right? So he starts relying on Stephanie more and more. She's much more involved in his life around this time, beginning in the summer of 2022. And this derails his plans to move to the Philippines. He had been hoping to get there by the end of the summer. He also starts treatment at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin on Gulf Road in the town of Delafield. Physical therapy. We talked about that on Friday. A lot of people have been there for physical therapy, right? Nothing unusual about that. But what is so significant about that is the date of August 23, 2022. That's a day you're going to hear a lot about. By the end of this trial, you'll be able to repeat it back to me, August 23 of 2022. Because that's the day we believe he killed Stephanie Pavlons in the woods just outside of Orthopedic Associates and right up against the golf course at Western Lakes. On that day, we will be able to prove to you that Mr. Pahl had an appointment at Orthopedic Associates. We will be able to prove to you that he and Stephanie left the apartment in Waukesha here, drove northbound on Delafield Street up to Grandview Boulevard, took a right, headed north up Grandview Boulevard, crossed Silvernail, where the old gas house used to be there, crossed I-94, crossed Gulf Road, and not crossed Gulf Road, got to Gulf Road, took a left. The new DMV station is up there right now. You may be familiar with that intersection. You will hear testimony that they stopped at the Quick Trip at that location, stayed there for about 20 minutes. Stephanie goes in, buys some breakfast food. Apparently they sit in the car, eat breakfast. Importantly, you will hear that they leave Quick Trip at about 9:11 a.m. and they arrive at the parking lot of Orthopedic Associates at 9:16 a.m. This will be proven by cell phone records.
Okay.
He arrives in the parking lot at 9:16 a.m., but he doesn't check in for his appointment until 9:34 a.m.
So 12, he's got 13
So there's about a
minutes.
16-minute gap there.
Oh, I did the math wrong, 16 minutes.
He goes into his appointment. We will present records to you from the clinic. He's seen by a therapist at about 9:38 a.m. He goes back to meet with the therapist, and he's released at 10:33 a.m. The appointment is over. You will hear, based on cell phone records, that again, he goes out, well, strike that. Released at 10:33 a.m. You will hear from cell phone records that he does not leave the parking lot in the area of Orthopedic Associates until 10:53 a.m. During these two gaps, the 16-minute gap before the appointment and the 20-minute gap after the appointment, we have no idea where Mr. Pahl is or what he's doing. There's no activity on his phone. He's not moving anywhere. There's nothing that we could find that tells us what he's up to
And he's
during
got an
these gaps
injured
of
foot
time.
that keeps him
Also,
from moving a lot.
on August 23 of 2022, from the time Stephanie Pavlons leaves that Quick Trip, and you'll see her drive out of the parking lot on a video, no one ever hears from her again. She doesn't talk to anybody. She's not seen by anybody. There's no video of her anywhere. She gets missed calls on her phone. She's not replying to calls. She's not responding to calls. She's not picking up her prescriptions. She's missing doctor appointments. She's gone. On September 9th of 2022 is the day the body is discovered. I just told you that. It's about 17 days between August 23 and September 9th of 2022. Well, what's Mr. Pahl doing during this time?
2 weeks, 2 weeks.
Pretty much going on with his life. In fact, you may see some videos that you watch and you may conclude, doesn't seem to have a care in the world. He continues chatting with the women in the Philippines. He continues making his plans to go to the Philippines, saying, I'll be there by the end of the fall. I just got to finish this treatment and I'll be there. But he's also saying some curious things to these women in the Philippines. And he also starts talking to his dad. Hadn't talked to him since June. Suddenly he's talking to his dad frequently. He's traveling up to Jackson off of Highway 60 to visit with his dad. His dad's coming down to his apartment. And he's telling his dad and he's telling his girlfriends something bad happened. But I can't send it in a text message. I can't talk about it in writing. We'll have to talk about it on the phone.
That seems
He says he's worried about somebody. He even tells his dad he thinks he's in some kind of trouble. He also starts doing Google searches.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I can't wait.
He's searching for Stephanie Pavlon's name in the obituaries. He's searching he's searching Google, just doing Google searches on her name. At this point, nothing had been made public about her death. There was a brief news article the day the body was found. But prior to the body even being found, he's looking up the obituaries for Stephanie Pavlon's. He's Google searching her name.
He had a hunch.
And he's got an app on his phone that's a police scanner. And he's checking that frequently, checking in what are the cops up to? What are the cops investigating nowadays? What kind of scene are they getting called to? All of this evidence will be presented to you. The one thing he doesn't do, the one thing Matthew Pahl does not do, ladies and gentlemen, that you will hear during this trial, is alert anybody to the fact that Stephanie is missing. He doesn't call her parents. He doesn't call the police. He doesn't ask the neighbors. He doesn't even call their own daughter. He doesn't lift one finger to alert anybody to the fact that Stephanie is gone. In fact, it's not until September 17th of 2022 that police go to his apartment with a search warrant to look for evidence. And that's the first chance they get to talk to Mr. Pahl about this. And what does he do? He lies. He lies about when he had last seen Stephanie. He lies about her whereabouts. He lies about her belongings. He lies about his own whereabouts. He lies.
Thank you, Heather. 2 months.
What he does, again, is try and cover his tracks. He tries to deflect the police and starts talking about Stephanie and her history. You see, Stephanie did have a hard life. There's no getting around it. There were times she felt hopeless. There were times she felt sad, depressed, lonely. She kept a journal. You'll hear some of these journal entries where she describes the despair that she's feeling in her life. And it will also be very clear from her journal entries that the cause of her despair and her hopelessness was the abuse that had been inflicted upon her by the defendant, Matthew Pahl. There was verbal abuse, emotional abuse, telling her she's stupid, she can't do anything right. There was physical abuse that she documented in her own journal. There was an occasion where she reported he hit her over the head with a bottle 5 or 6 times. There was an occasion where she reported he kicked her or punched her in the tailbone so bad she couldn't walk for days. There was an occasion where she reported he slapped her so hard in the face or on the side of the face it broke an eardrum. She got medical treatment for that. She will describe Mr. Pahl as Jekyll and Hyde, somebody that can snap on a dime. The defendant, Mr. Pahl, tries to use this history for his own benefit. Again, cast the shadow a different way to the cops. I think she wandered off or maybe killed herself because, you know, she has this history. She's thought about suicide in the past. That's his answer to the officers on January 17th of 2022. Now, this investigation was lengthy. It took a year for the detectives to put this whole case together. And that's why it's going to take us 2 weeks to present it to you, right? The officers executed search warrants. They collected evidence. They interviewed witnesses. They subpoenaed or got warrants for all kinds of records, cell phone records, bank records, medical records, email records, messaging app records, video surveillance, anything they could to kind of document this, they did it. They seized computers and cell phones, and then they have computer forensic experts who extracted the data off the phone. You're going to hear a lot of testimony about that. They even enlisted the help of a human remains detection dog, or a cadaver dog. This is a canine that's trained specifically to detect the odor of decomposing human remains, just like you might see a dog at an airport detecting bombs or drugs or something like that. This dog has a unique training, and she is trained to detect decomposing human remains. You will hear testimony that this dog searched Mr. Pahl's vehicle and gave a positive alert. She hit on the car, indicating she could smell decomposing human remains in his truck. So this is all kind of an overview of the type of evidence we're going to present to you. There's one thing we won't be able to present to you, and that's the cause of death. Now you may say, how in the world are you going to prove a murder case when you don't know how she died? Well, Judge Ramirez will instruct you on the law at the end of the trial, and he's going to tell you that, in fact, the burden of proof on the state of Wisconsin is not to prove how she died. You will not be asked that at the end of the case. You will be asked, did Matthew Pahl intentionally kill Stephanie Pavlons? Is he guilty of that allegation by the state or not guilty? The fact is, Dr. Scheel, our medical examiner, will tell you that the body was decomposed so badly she couldn't make a lot of her normal findings that she could otherwise. Most of the major organs were missing, soft tissues missing from crucial areas on the body. The rest of the body was dark and discolored, leathery type skin from being out in the elements for 17 days. And that's why you have count 2, which is hiding a corpse, right? Because we believe the evidence will show you that this was all at the hands of Matthew Pahl. He purposely left her in the woods in a spot where she wouldn't be found for 17 days to his advantage. Now the medical examiner can't even tell us what caused her death. That's why there's a law that prohibits people from hiding a corpse. We believe there's going to be a lot of evidence of him covering his tracks. He tells one of the girlfriends in the Philippines he's going to be ready when the cops come. He deletes text messages. He does all kinds of things to cover up. So, again, I'm asking you to be patient and pay good attention, because every witness has something important to tell you, right? Not one witness is going to tell you the whole story, but everybody has one little thing. And we believe that at the end, when we have presented our entire case to you, you will be convinced that Matthew Pahl is guilty of these charges we've levied against him. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence we will present to you is a timeline of his activities, to the best of our ability to piece it together between August 23 and September 9 of 2022. And you're going to see from that timeline that we have painted him into such a very small corner. The only reasonable conclusion you can reach is that he's guilty of killing Stephanie Pavlons in an intentional act. Thank you.
All right, so that's the prosecution. That's the prosecution side. Let me take just a minute. Mathis, or if you're there, Mathis, I just sent you an email. I'm not sure, you probably have it already. It's the second DCA decision on the Maya trial that just came out. You'll probably want to read it and talk. Let's see. Give me a minute. Let's get the defense side of the story here. Dr. Joe just sent it to me, and yeah, we'll see. We might have to talk about that. Give me a second. We're speeding through, so you've got to give me just a teeny bit of leeway here as we're trying to get everything. Looking for the defense. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. I think we got him right here.
Again, Attorney Galaviz and I will be presenting the case for Mr. Pahl. And I also wanted to thank you for spending the time here and making sure that Matthew gets a fair trial. One night last week, I was at home sitting at the kitchen table going over some evidence in this case. My wife arrived home, fed the dogs, changed into sweats, and popped some kind of pre-made dinner from Costco into the oven.
What was it? We need to know.
She reminded me that our daughter's birthday was in a few days. And we were planning on taking her out to dinner. See, Melanie is a sophomore in the dorms at Marquette. Christine decided she would make a cake for Melanie. We did not have cake mix at the house, so she decided to make the cake from scratch. I offered to help, but Christine does not allow me to bake. She trusts me to cook dinners. In fact, I actually do most of the cooking for the family, but she does not trust me to bake. You see, cooking is an art, whereas baking is a science. I simply cannot, more like I do not want to follow specific recipes. So I stayed at the table and continued to go over police reports. Christine opened her laptop, Googled a recipe, chocolate cake from scratch, then went to our pantry to start looking for ingredients.
Why do I know more about
all
his
the
kitchen
basics:
than I do about
flour,
the crime scene?
sugar, cocoa powder, salt, a few items from the refrigerator, milk and eggs. Christine had most everything spread across the kitchen counter, then went back into the pantry. She was searching every shelf. I asked what she was looking for. Not that I would know where anything was. She finally said baking powder. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I pictured in my head how little 2 teaspoons is. How could that really make a difference? Neither of us wanted to leave the house and drive to the store. After a bit of discussion, I finally won the argument. Christine agreed to go ahead and follow the recipe for chocolate cake, less the baking powder. She pulled dinner from the oven, lowered the temperature, and put the cake in. We enjoyed our dinner. 30 minutes later, dinner was eaten, the table and counters were cleaned up, and the oven buzzer notified us the cake was done. Christine turned off the oven, opened the door, and pulled the cake pans from the
Describe
pulled the cake pans from the oven,
detail.
and then she called me over.
Describe the aroma.
We both stared at the cake pans on the counter. While I may have won the argument about skipping baking powder, I knew I lost. I would be driving to the store the next day and hitting the bakery for a cake. I sat back down on the table and started reading police reports. Then I realized that this cake and criminal trials in general are like a recipe.
He better brought cake for all of us.
Again, this is a criminal case. Over my 10 years as a police officer, then 23 years as a lawyer, I've learned that criminal cases are more important than regulatory actions, commercial litigation, and every other type of case. Criminal cases involve the most serious kind of government action and core individual rights and liberties. There is just more at stake, ladies and gentlemen. in a criminal case, so this process is really important. In the spectrum of legal proceedings, a criminal case is up here and everything else is down here. The government, through the district attorney, must have all the ingredients. Without those necessary ingredients, the accused person must be found not guilty. You will find this case very interesting. This is my client, Matthew Pahl. You've heard the elements for the two charged offenses. You heard them on Friday. You'll hear them again throughout the case. You've heard the government's belief about what may have happened in August and September of 2022. No witnesses will be able to testify with any certainty how Stephanie Pavlon's life came to an end. In a homicide case, the government always relies upon the testimony of one critical witness, that being the medical examiner. In this case, the Waukesha County Medical Examiner will testify that despite exhaustive testing and investigation, they can sum up the conclusion about the manner and cause of Stephanie's death in one word: undetermined. For you, the jury, a thorough analysis of the facts and circumstances in this case is critical. For you to find Matthew guilty, you must find that the elements of the offenses have been proven by the government, and proven by the government beyond a reasonable doubt. I cannot be sure how each witness will testify, nor do I know how the judge may rule on any objections. What do we know for sure? We know Matthew Pahl and Stephanie Pavlons had been in some type of relationship for well over 23 years. They have an adult daughter together. We know Matthew and Stephanie were never married. They had an on-again, off-again relationship. Stephanie spent periods of time with Matthew, then spent extended periods of time with her at her parents' house in Delafield. We know throughout 2001 and 2002, Matthew had been communicating regularly with at least two girls in the Philippines. Stephanie was not only aware of this, but she also communicated with at least one of them. We know also that Matthew and Stephanie had medical issues and were taking prescription medication. We know Stephanie had a history of mental health issues. We know in the summer of 2022, May 23rd, Matthew broke his foot and needed to go through months of physical therapy. We also know Stephanie stayed at Matthew's apartment the night of August 22nd, 2022. And the next morning they left the apartment building and drove to Orthopedic Associates in the town of Delafield. They stopped at Quick Trip, as the state indicated. Matt attended his regular scheduled therapy appointment, then drove directly back to his apartment. Stephanie was no longer with him. We know that on September 9th, 2022, some workers were placing no trespassing signs along a small wooded area east of Orthopedic Associates and located Stephanie Pavlon's body. Finally, we know the Waukesha Medical Examiner cannot determine the cause or manner of death. You also heard from the state that Matthew did not report Stephanie missing to the police, but neither did anyone else. Not her daughter Layla, and not her parents. When you see certain evidence and hear certain testimony, you may not like Matthew Pahl, but you don't have to like him. This isn't a popularity contest. This is a criminal trial. And what you as a jury have to do is examine the evidence, listen carefully to the testimony, and make sure the elements of the charged offense have been met. If not, then you must find Matthew not guilty. The investigation into Stephanie's death involved the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department, the Racine County Sheriff's Department, several area police departments, the Waukesha County Medical Examiner, and the State Crime Lab, among others. Well over 12 search warrants, at least 10 subpoenas, citizen interviews, countless hours scouring electronic media. Again, this was a very, very thorough investigation. There are a couple questions I want you to ask yourself when the government presents its case. Ask, how did Stephanie get from the front seat of Matt's truck to the small wooded area where she was found? Keep in mind, her body was found in a wooded area that is bound by a heavily traveled frontage road and interstate, a very busy health center, a golf course, and homes. ask, if Matt carried Stephanie into that wooded area, when would he have done that? Keep in mind, the government has hundreds of hours of camera footage and cell phone mapping. Keep in mind, Matt was still dealing with a broken foot. Finally ask, what proof does the government have that Stephanie was even killed by another person? It could have been suicide, it could have been medical issues, it could have been anything. I do agree with some of the things the prosecutor said. However, there are issues in this case, and those issues will support reasonable doubt. In a criminal case, the government, having the burden of proof, presents evidence first. Only after the prosecutor has presented their case will Matthew have the opportunity to present his case. We ask that each of you wait until you've heard from all of the witnesses, ours as well as theirs, before deciding what really happened. Further, I believe the government will not be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Matthew Pahl committed the offenses for which he is charged. We expect that after you deliberate and carefully weigh the evidence in this case, you'll return the only possible verdict, and that's a verdict of not guilty. Listen for the facts that support what the government is alleging. Listen for what can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. And listen for those ingredients that the government must have for their cake, and be aware of what is missing. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so there's our two openings. As you can see, that it's it's a spicy little exchange. The state is like, we think it's him. We've got this time, we can't account for. Here's the issues they have. He's got the broken foot, and he would have to move her body, and we'll see how far he would have to move her body with the broken foot. He's in therapy for. We'll probably have some testimony from therapists about whether or not he was able to apply weight. If he's on crutches carrying a body, that's a problem for the state. I'm not seeing that as an easy, yeah, he just dragged her out there. You know, she's dead unless they, went out there together. I don't know. We'll have to see how this boils down. But we're going to start. Let me go back to bring in some testimony now. I've been building the thumbnail. We have added cake to the thumbnail. I think that's appropriate, which was just a crazy, I'm sorry. The defense telling us all about his pantry. I know more about what he makes for dinner right now than I know about the defense he's going to use, but it is what it is. Just 1 second. We need... one there. And now we're going to back up. I'm going to see if we can get this in a little bit faster. 1.25 speed, because the audio is good, so it should be able to work. Let's see. Going forward. Oh, let's go back up. Let's just pick up right where he left off. Changed my mind.
Proven beyond a reasonable doubt. And listen for those ingredients that the government must have for their cake, and be aware of what is missing.
We'll just go faster.
Thank you. Caleb, if you could pull the podium back, please. And
there's our judge.
We'll pass out the notebooks, folks. And again,
Judge Ramirez.
Instructions, which you have your notebook as yours. And then once everybody gets their notebook, you can bring your first witness and then have him or her ready to testify. Okay. Okay, everybody's got their notebooks? All right, sir, come on up to the witness stand to my right. Remain standing and raise your right hand once you get up here, please. You have to come right around here, sir. And then face our clerk. Step up here.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. All right, have a seat, sir. And can you tell us your name, please?
Nicholas Fricano.
And spell the last name.
F as in Frank, R-I-C-A-N-O.
Okay. Actually, there's a couple spellings for Nicholas. Can you tell us yours?
Nicholas.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Fricano, where are you employed?
J.H. Findorf & Son.
Okay, and what is that?
They are a general contracting company.
Okay. What are your general duties for that company?
I'm a project manager, so overseeing all aspects of the project.
Okay. And on September 9th of 2022, was your company hired by Pro Healthcare to do some job?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, where were you asked to respond to?
Construction company.
We were asked to go to the Pro Healthcare owned land outside or surrounding the orthopedic hospital on Gulf Road.
Okay, and if you're looking at the orthopedic hospital facing north from Gulf Road, where is the Pro Healthcare land in relation to that area?
It's located on the east as well as on the west side of the orthopedic hospital.
Okay, so it kind of surrounds the Orthopedic Associates area?
That's correct.
Okay, and where is that in relation to the golf course?
It would be south of the golf course.
Okay, what were you asked to do when you got there?
We were asked to install no trespassing signs around the perimeter of the vacant land.
Okay, for both sections of the vacant land or just one?
For both sections.
Who was with you that day?
John Bergeson, one of our laborers, as well as Jason.
Is this too fast, or are we okay?
Okay, and what was supposed to be your job? Were you going to be overseeing them or actually putting in the no trespassing signs?
I was there to direct them on where to place the signs.
Okay, and had there been some no trespassing or some trespassing problems in that area?
The reason you were there was, I was told, was to stop some illegal farming or identify that person if they were to see the no trespassing signs with the phone number of
illegal farming.
Okay. Do you remember how many signs you had with you to put out there that day?
Not the exact number. I would say approximately a dozen.
You can't grow tomatoes.
And
here?
while you're out in the wooded area, just east of the OAW, what did you locate? What did you observe?
So as we came around the south side of the, or sorry, not the south side. We came from the south side of the property around to the north side to place another no trespassing sign. There we observed a very foul smell and then stumbled across the deceased person.
Okay. So when you said you came across the north side, is that on the golf course side?
Yeah, that was on the golf course side.
Okay. So you observe a foul smell. Are all three of you together, or have you kind of dispersed and all gone your separate ways?
They were following behind me with a wheelbarrow.
Okay.
We were pretty close.
So you place a sign on the north side of the tree area?
We placed a sign on the north side of the property on the Gulf Road. It was off the curb of the Gulf Road side.
Okay.
And then we came down around the tree line to the south side by the golf course.
Okay.
Or sorry, the north side by the golf course.
And that's when you smell something foul?
Correct, yeah. We smelled it when we got really close to the tree line.
Okay. What do you do next?
I instructed John Bergeson to pound in the sign. As he was pounding in the sign and placing it, I was just meandering around and saw a glimpse of the deceased victim.
Okay. What did you do next?
Initially, we were not sure what exactly it was. We had we went in a little bit closer to verify what it was. Once we got about 15 feet away from it, we realized it was a deceased individual. At that point, we exited the woods immediately and called 911.
Okay, so it wasn't until you were actually inside of the woods that you were able to see the deceased person?
No, I was inside the woods by about 5 feet when I saw them. So.
Okay. All right, so you said you called 911?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to play for you what's been marked as exhibit number 1. I'm going to play a short portion and see if you can identify the voice, please.
I'm going to slow it down.
Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin on Gulf Road.
Is that your voice, sir?
That is my voice.
Okay. And you're the one that called 911?
Correct.
Okay, I would move exhibit 1 into evidence and permission to publish for the jury.
Any objection? No, sir. All right, go ahead. It's admitted.
We're going to catch it in actual speed here.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
It's the Orthopedic Hospital of Wisconsin on Gulf Road.
Okay, hang on just a moment. Okay, is that the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin?
Yep, it's behind it. It's in a vacant lot next to it.
Okay, what's the telephone number that you're calling me from?
414.
We're going to mute that number because we don't need you guys to hear it.
Your name, sir?
Nick Fricano.
Okay.
Findorf Construction.
And tell me exactly what happened.
We found a dead body in the woods when we were putting up stakes for no trespassing signs.
Okay. And you're just, where exactly are you in relation to the Orthopedic Associates? Are you behind it, you said?
Yeah,
this is the
we're
best
to the
call audio
west
ever.
and behind it, like between the golf course and that. If you want to have someone meet me up.
Are you to the west or are you to the east?
Or no,
sir?
sorry, to the east. Yes,
Okay.
to the east.
Okay.
Yeah, to the east of the hospital. I'm standing in the parking lot of the hospital. We can walk back there.
Okay, and you're from a construction company?
Yep, yeah, we were putting up signs for Pro Healthcare on their lot, and we smelled something and then saw there's a dead guy back there. He's for a long time, so it ain't, he ain't coming back from it, so.
Okay. All right. What kind of vehicle are you going to be in so I can let them know?
I'm not in a vehicle. I'm in a red shirt with a white hard hat on.
Red shirt, white hard hat. Okay. Are you able to keep everybody away from it?
Yep, I got everybody out of there.
Yeah, we got signs up. No one's going to go in there.
Okay. All right. I'll have a couple officers meet with you, okay?
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yep.
She'd been missing for she hadn't been seen for 3 weeks.
So you said in that 911 call that it was clear the person had been deceased for a while. How were you able to tell that?
They were missing quite a large amount of the body on the back side of them where it was in contact with the ground.
Okay. And you said, how close did you get to the body?
About 10 to 15 feet.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you just the witness first, what's been marked as exhibit number 2. Can you let me know when it's on your screen there? Okay. Do you recognize what we're looking at on your screen?
Yes.
Okay. What is that area?
That's the area where we found the deceased person.
Okay. I would move exhibit number 2 into evidence and permission to publish.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 2's admitted, and you may do so.
So I'm going to ask Ms. Gussie if we can zoom in a little bit. And sir, if you can tell me, where were you placing those no trespassing signs? If you touch the screen, it'll actually make a marking.
Okay. So I believe there was one on this side, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I can't get to the other one.
Is it further?
It's about where the Windows symbol would be for the start menu.
Okay. So it's down below in that grassy area?
Yeah, it's in the mode area by the...
Sure. We'll zoom out for you, and then you can... Oh, all right. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to ask the clerk to remove that, and then I'll ask you to mark both of the areas where you place the no trespassing signs.
Yep. I believe there's one along here. I don't know the exact area.
Okay.
And then there was another place along this area right here.
Okay. So then I would ask to preserve this as Exhibit 2A. Now, sir, where were you walking? Could you mark on the screen? Was it in this area, or do you need me to zoom out?
You'll need to zoom out.
Okay, so if we could clear the screen and zoom out, please. Where were you walking? Was it on the north side of the tree line near the golf course, or was it south below the tree line?
So when we started this side of the property, we started up front right here. We walked around this way, down there. They're cut through some taller brush right here, and then went back.
Okay.
And then put another sign probably approximately right there.
Okay, and that's actually on the other side of the trees if you
Correct.
were facing
It is on the other side of the tree line. We did not cross through the woods there.
Okay, if we could mark this as Exhibit 2B, please. So as you make that path, approximately when did you observe the odor that you described as foul?
We got an initial smell of it approximately right here. It did go away.
Okay.
Once we were pounding in the sign right here, we did get a little bit more of the odor again.
Okay, that first circle that's a little bit, that's to the left of the photo, is that actually, you're inside the tree line, or you're still outside of the tree line?
No, we were still outside of the main tree line. The grass just, it gets a little bit, like, unmowed, I would say.
Okay, and then that second circle that's further to the right of the photo, that's where you said the odor was stronger?
It came again. I don't know if it was probably consistent throughout the both times.
And then is that where you entered into the tree line?
Yes, I entered into the tree line at the second circle. Here, I was about 5 to 10 feet inside the tree line there when we first saw something.
You were 5 to 10 feet within the tree line when you first saw something?
That's correct.
Okay. So all of those other places that you'd been, were you ever able to see the body?
No.
Okay. I would ask that this be marked as 2C, please. And then I'm going to show just first the witness, Exhibit 3.
Just a quick teaser. The Second District Court of Appeals just reversed the Maya Kowalski decision. Pretty much entirely. A complete reversal. Sum's remanded back to the court for possible retrial.
Do you recognize that area?
Yes.
What is that area?
It is the area we found the deceased victim, looking at it from the north.
Okay. I would move Exhibit 3 into evidence and permission to publish.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to this and go through the ruling at the same time, and it's long.
Okay, so this is from the golf course side. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And at the very top of the picture, is that Gulf Road?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you drew with a line on Exhibit 2 where you entered. If you could draw here where you came around, and then where you ultimately entered the tree line, approximately.
We came around this way. We entered the tree line somewhere in here.
Okay. I would ask that be marked as Exhibit 3A. And you said you placed an actual no trespassing sign within that outer area of the tree line?
Correct. It would be somewhere in the area I circled.
Okay.
I'm going to pause this. We're on
When
catch
you
up anyway.
entered
This
the
is
tree
breaking
line,
news.
were you immediately able to see the body?
No, I didn't see it immediately. I was kind of walking around.
Okay, we're gonna pause right there. We're gonna go back. Let me tell you really quickly what just happened. We're talking about a $200+ million civil suit that just got reversed by the Second DCA Court of Appeals for a number of reasons, and I'm going to just read them just really quickly. Oh my goodness. The court's reasoning on this one. The immunity analysis, the trial court correctly granted immunity for abuse of reports, but erred by narrowly interpreting the Section 39, excluding good faith participation in dependency proceedings. Summarizing this without going into too details, J. Hatch was immune for good faith Chapter 39 actions, including reports and court compliance. The trial court's narrow view was erroneous. False imprisonment for October 7th through 13 was barred by immunity, no liability for false imprisonment. Intentional infliction of emotional distress for Beata failed due to lack of directed outrageous conduct. Intentional infliction of emotional distress for Maya had potential merit on retrial based on evidence, but vulnerability exploitation, but must exclude an immune and overlapping elements. Medical negligence rejected, no apparent agency or liability for Dr. Smith. Punitive damages unsupported without corporate misconduct evidence. I thought they had meeting notes on that one. Fraudulent billing claim failed for lack of falsity and damages. And overall trial errors required reversal for fairness. So the final ruling is the appellate court reversed the final judgment and remanded for further proceedings. On remand, only Maya's intentional infliction of emotional distress claim and the remaining false imprisonment, battery, and medical negligence claims, stripped of the immune elements, may be retried. All other claims were resolved in J. Hatch's favor with no retrial permitted. That is massive, a complete reversal of that verdict. Not a single element stood. It was completely, yes, we're talking Maya Kowalski. Wow. No retrial allowed on some elements. Some can be retried. Maya's IIED and the false imprisonments and some of that stripped of those portions that were ruled that they were immune from. So there can be a retrial, but this was a complete home run, grand slam, World Series, clean sweep by J. Hatch at the second DCA. That is unbelievable. Okay, that just barely broke. I'm sorry, we had to pause for that. We're gonna go back now to where we were.
A little bit there.
Sorry.
It was very hard we didn't know what it was at first when we did walk into the tree line and did see something. It wasn't wood, so we were a little bit curious as to what it was. So.
Okay. Were you trying to find the source of the smell?
I don't specifically recall what exactly I was doing there. I was just kind of walking around.
Okay. And When you saw the body, were you able to determine if that was a male or a female that was laying there?
We were unable to determine.
Okay. And did you get very close to it?
We got about 10 to 15 feet away from it.
Why didn't you get any closer?
We didn't want to disturb anything.
Okay. And you were certain that no one else that was with you got any closer or touched the body or anything like that?
To my knowledge, yes.
Okay. Did you talk to anyone before the police got there? You made that 911 call, but did you talk to anyone outside of your group before they got there?
Outside of my Findorf crew, no.
Okay. And so when law enforcement arrived, you spoke with them and gave them a statement, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And if you can remember, was the body closer to the tree line on this side where you entered or the opposite side where we saw on Exhibit 2?
It was probably closer to the far side, the side that we did not enter on.
Okay.
I did not take exact measurements, though.
Sure. And you didn't take photos, right?
No.
You saw the body and you immediately called 911?
That's correct.
No further questions. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir, you named a couple other people that were working with you. Can you give us their names again and spell?
The judge gets to ask
there
questions.
There were two other people.
Yes.
What were the names?
But,
you can't spell that?
I don't.
Other names?
Yeah, it's so the other people were
or maybe that's defense.
Jason Panoski. Jason is the common spelling, and then Panoski is Penoske, I believe.
Okay.
And then the other one was John Bergeson. He's one of our laborers. John is the common spelling, and I do not know how to spell Bergeson.
Okay, but it's Bergeson or Bergerson?
Yeah, Bergeson.
Okay, all right.
Judge, it's Bergeson.
That was the judge.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions.
Right.
Defense.
Mr. Galavis, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you for being here. Now, I think you indicated that you were there on behalf of Pahl.
It's hard to hear him. Let's see if I can
yes.
fix it.
Pahl owns this land just north of the wooded area, true?
That is correct to my knowledge.
And you also own the woods?
Also correct to my knowledge.
And your purpose was to keep people off the land just north of the woods and people out of the woods, true?
Yes.
Pahl was having problems with people walking on the land and people walking into the woods, true?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, you were putting no trespassing signs, true?
That's correct.
And that was to keep people out of the land and out of the woods, true?
No, it was to keep farmers from farming the land.
Well, why were you putting them on the golf course side? The farmers weren't farming the golf course side, were they?
We were instructed to put them around the property line.
So they were trying to keep the golfers out of the woods.
I don't know their intent.
Some trespassing laws require the
And
entire
you
perimeter
indicated
to be
that you,
marked.
while Jason and John and yourself, Jason and John were the primary persons who were posting the signs?
Yeah, they were pounding the signs into the ground and then screwing the sign to the post.
And you were more or less the supervisor.
That is correct.
And I'm showing you it's marked as defense exhibit number 401. Is it up on your screen yet?
I have nothing on the screen.
If we could do a true counter, we would only really get it during cross-examination.
Do you recognize
it's really
that,
just one
that
guy.
Exhibit?
That is.
Let's see if there's something else we can kill.
Judge, I asked that, be asked to publish it.
No objection.
All right, it's admitted. You may do so.
If every
Again,
court had audio like
exhibit
this,
number
it would be awesome.
401, I'm not sure if the jury has it on their screens. You do?
Yeah, if it's up there, it's, yeah.
I mean, was that what it was like around the area when you were out there with the vehicles parked in the parking lot over to the right of that screen?
There were vehicles parked.
So that parking lot,
here.
I believe, is
all these
the
vehicles
medical place, the therapy
over
place.
here are sheriff's vehicles or similar. They were not there at the time.
And again, on this exhibit, could you mark where you entered the woods?
What are we drawing?
Somewhere in here.
Judge, could I save that screen? And again, when you entered,
Go ahead.
again, when you entered the woods, you said 5 or 10 feet, you were able to see something laying in the wooded area inside the woods, true?
Yes, that is correct. I was about 5 to 10 feet inside the wood line.
Did you ask for John and Jason to come over?
I did.
Did they come over by you?
They did.
Did all three of you enter the woods?
That is correct.
And all three of you entered where the something was laying on the ground in that area, true?
Correct.
Did you get right on top of it?
No, we were about 10 to 15 feet away from it.
So you didn't get near it?
No.
No, but Jason told the police he noticed that it was a female. Would you agree with that?
We were unsure of what it was at the time.
Did you hear Jason tell the police officers that it was a female laying in the woods?
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained. Next question.
First objection. Quick ruling. No sidebar. Like it. That's a good indication.
I'm going to show you exhibit number 409.
I've had to clip off the high end because these mics pick up the S's, the whistle of the S's, so crisply it just hurts my ears. Turn it down just a tiny bit. If you want me to bring it back, let me know.
Yeah. I'm showing you what's marked as exhibit number 4, defense exhibit number 408. Do you see that on your screen?
I do.
Does it appear to be what you saw laying in the woods when you
That
were
is
standing
correct.
10 or 15 feet away?
Yes.
I'd ask that exhibit number 408 be published to the jury.
Any objection?
408 or 409?
408.
Thank you. No objection.
Okay, it's admitted.
So were you that far away when you saw when subsequently identified as an individual laying in the woods?
I would say based off this picture, we were a little bit further away.
Yeah, was it that clear to you, the wooded area?
What do you mean by clear to me?
Did it actually depict the way it looked in the woods?
Yes.
Did you notice that the burning pit was off to the right?
No.
The burning pit in the woods next to the golf hole? The green?
So I take it after you and the two others observed what was there, strike that. When did you realize that it was an actual person laying there?
When we were about, I would say, 25 feet away.
So even farther away from closer to the entrance of the woods.
It's hard to determine.
This is real speed right now. We've had 2 strike thats. Do we want to count strikes?
How long did you stay observing the person laying in the woods before you exited and called the police?
I would say about 30 seconds.
Did you call the police while you were standing there looking at the person laying in the woods, or did you exit the woods?
We walked out of the woods, and then immediately upon exiting the woods is when I dialed 911.
Any other questions? You don't have any? Okay, we're done. No further questions.
Exhibit number 408 seems to depict like a trail entering and exiting the woods. Would that be true?
I don't know if there was an established trail. It was not very dense.
Okay. I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, redirect.
Sir, you said you never got any closer to the body than 10 to 15 feet?
That's correct.
Okay. And what is the area north of Gulf Road, so between Gulf Road and the tree line, what is that area like?
It was very difficult to traverse. That's why we went around on the driveway side. So it was brushy and...
And you were told that you were there to put up no trespassing signs because someone was trying to farm that land?
That's what we were told. They were illegally farming that area.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have any other questions.
All right. Any recross?
No, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Notorious Jules just tweeted a little update about the case as well, the Maya case. Just retweeted that in case you don't follow her.
State will call Mr. Frischello.
Mr. Frischello, next up.
Sir, if you come up to the witness stand to my right, please. And once you get up there, raise your right hand to be sworn in, please.
Please swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yes.
All right, have a seat, sir. Tell me your name, please.
Frank Frischello.
And spell the last name.
Frascello.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Frischello, where are you currently employed?
I'm sorry?
Where are you currently employed?
I am currently working at a local Waukesha County Fire Department.
Okay. And in September of 2022, where were you employed?
The Waukesha County Sheriff's Department.
How long were you employed as a Waukesha County Sheriff's deputy?
I was working there for a total of 10 years.
Okay. And on September 9th of 2022, what were your duties that day?
I was a patrol deputy.
Okay. And were you asked to respond to a call in the area of Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin on Gulf Road?
Yes.
What was the information that you had at the time you were asked to respond there?
That a couple workers in the area believe they had found a body.
Okay. And you were dispatched there at about 10:54 a.m.?
That sounds right, yes.
Okay. When you arrived there, who do you make contact with?
There were a couple of workers that I had met with, and they explained that they were putting up no trespassing signs.
Okay. And were they able to show you where the body was actually located?
Yes, it was located in, they pointed it out to me, and it was located in a tree wooded area.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's already been admitted as exhibit number 2. We could show that to the publish for the jury, please. Are you familiar with this area, Mr. Frischello?
Yes.
It should be on the screen in front of you there, too. Okay. Is this the area that you were dispatched to?
Yes.
Okay. And I see some crime scene tape up there. Who placed that crime scene tape?
I assisted in placing the crime scene tape, but I don't know who else was assisting me with
Okay, that's fine. But when you got there, no crime scene tape is present?
Correct.
Okay. And which direction did the workers kind of lead you to show you where the body was? Was it on this side, or was it on the north side near the golf course?
Initially, it was on the north side by the golf course.
Okay, I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as exhibit number 3. Is this the other side that we are looking at here?
This would be a view from the north side of the golf course.
Okay. And could you please mark on the screen where you were led and where ultimately you entered the wooded area, if you can show that for the jury?
I don't recall exactly where on
Sure.
this photo I was.
If you can give us a general area of where you would have entered the wooded area.
Probably would have been approximately here, I believe.
I can't believe this wasn't found earlier, at least by golfers. Somebody overdrives the green and they'll be within 30 feet of
So
this.
you entered the area there. Did you have one of the workers come with you?
Yes, I believe his name was Nicholas, was the one who brought me and
Okay.
showed me from this area.
Mr. Fricano led you into the wooded area?
Yes.
Okay. And as you approach that wooded area, what, if anything, do you observe?
So I believed I had seen a body, and so what I did was, rather than entering from that side, because it looked like it was closer to the tree line from the south side of the road, so I went back to my squad car to get my camera to take photos, and then that's when I went around the other side to take the photos.
Okay. So we're going to go back to exhibit number 2. And you entered actually the woods from this side of the area?
Correct.
Okay. And did you have those workers come with you this time on the south side of the woods, or did you go by yourself?
I don't recall if I had them come with me at that time.
Okay.
To point it out to me, because I remember, I would have remembered in relation to where I was from the north side of the road.
Okay. And then did you take some photographs yourself?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to show just for the witness first. Exhibit number 4. Do you recognize that photo?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm also going to show you exhibit number 5. Do you recognize that photo?
Yes.
Okay. Are these true and accurate depictions of the photographs you took on September 9th of 2022?
Yes.
Okay. I would move exhibits 4 and 5 into evidence and permission to publish, please.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, they're admitted.
Okay, so
This
starting
was
with
late
exhibit
fall.
4, we'll just wait for that to get on the jurors' screens. Okay, what are we looking at here?
You're going to see it's
So
not,
this is a
it's not like
view
snowy.
of the scene from the south side of the tree line. I was standing a little bit further back because
This is
to
late
capture
summer.
like where I was, the general area of where I was looking.
Okay, and if we can zoom into this photograph, please. Hold on first. At this point in the photo, can you see where the body is located?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to zoom in now. A little bit further, please, and if we can move over. There we go. If you can show us where the body is.
Circle it.
Yes, please. Okay. What are you able to visually see from this photo? What part of the body are you able to visually see?
Sure. So the first thing that stands out to me is legs appearing to be wearing jeans.
Okay. And that's kind of the bluish color that you're seeing on the screen?
Yes. There's one tree kind of in the middle of where I circled, and then right here would be the...
Those would be the legs?
Legs.
Okay. If we can please preserve that, Madam Clerk. 4A, yes. Now I'm going to direct your attention to Exhibit 5. Is this a closer up picture of the same area?
This is 2022.
Okay, and now you're able to really see the body that has been located?
Yes.
Okay.
In 2022.
Did you zoom your camera in, or did you physically move closer to the area where the body was?
So I used the zoom function on the camera because I did not want to get too close for the purpose of not disturbing any potential evidence.
Okay, and from here, you can tell that this is a body?
Correct. I knew upon seeing it was human.
Okay, not an animal, not some other...
I did not believe this was anything but a person.
Okay. If I can show you Exhibit 4 again, zoomed out. Sorry, not that much. Approximately how far back from the tree line are you standing here when you take this photo, if you remember?
I would say maybe it was probably 10 to 20 feet away.
Okay. And as you walked in that direction of the tree line, were you able to immediately see the body, or did it take some careful looking?
From what I recall, I had to get up to approximately this point to be able to see it.
Okay. And if you turned around, so if you're facing the woods and then you turn around and you look towards Gulf Road, were you able to see cars passing on Gulf Road, if you recall?
I remember that there was tall grass behind me, but I did not take any mental notes of whether I could see the road or not.
Sure. But this is quite a bit away from the roadway.
Correct.
All right. Now, I'm going to show just for the witness exhibits 6, please. Do you recognize Exhibit 6?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the crime scene tape that you and other deputies placed?
Yes.
Okay. I would move Exhibit number 6 into evidence and permission to publish.
Any objection?
No objection.
6 is admitted.
Okay, this is the crime scene tape that we're looking at, and did you actually use one of those no trespassing signs that was placed by Mr. Fricano to place the crime scene tape?
It appears so.
Okay, and you blocked off all the way around to the other side of the golf course?
Yes.
Okay, why was it important to keep that entire perimeter blocked off from the public?
So one of the reasons is there's the public golf course on the other side. We didn't want anybody coming into the crime scene again to disturb any potential evidence and obviously seeing something that they're not a part of.
Okay. And when you arrive, you're the only deputy that arrives first, right?
I was the initial deputy, correct.
Okay. And when you get there, you decide this is a possible crime scene?
Yes.
Who did you call to make sure that other individuals were going to show up and assist you?
Sure. So at the time, Lieutenant Larsoul was the duty supervisor, so she was notified as well as, so it was her determination to call other resources.
Okay. Can you spell Lieutenant Larsoul's last name for us, please?
Larsuel.
Okay. And who else would then arrive on the scene once you asked for those additional resources?
Our detective bureau.
Okay. And would they also have the medical examiner's office come out?
Eventually.
Okay. You were just the first person to the scene. After that, the whole troops come in?
Yes.
Okay. And it was your responsibility to make sure that between when you arrive and when the next 20 officers arrive, no one touches or disturbs the crime scene?
Correct.
Okay. No further questions. Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you were standing on the frontage road, you can see the south side of the tree line, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and in the pictures it showed that the field that was between the frontage road and the tree line was probably knee high in a lot of places. Is that correct?
I'm sure in some places it could have been.
Okay, but other than that, it wasn't a prairie where there were high grasses or anything, correct?
It did not go above my head.
Okay. Did it go above your waist in any areas?
I don't recall.
Okay. You saw the picture of the crime scene tape, correct?
Yes.
And the crime scene tape is probably about between waist and knee high, correct?
Sure.
And you don't recall anything being higher than your waist, though, correct?
I didn't take measurements of the grass. No, I can't recall that.
Okay. When you were standing on the north side of the tree line, the golf course is actually groomed almost right up to the tree line, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if a golfer had hit their ball into the woods there, they'd probably have to be pretty bad since it's behind a green. But it was, in other words, strike that. The golf course went right up to the tree line, correct?
Yes, I believe so. Yep.
And in your Exhibit 4, that was the picture you took from the south side looking north where the body was, correct? Do you need that pulled up?
Sure.
Okay, can you pull up Exhibit 4? If you could pull up Exhibit 4. You can actually see the golf course through this picture, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't thick enough that it wasn't solid that you couldn't see through this wooded area, correct?
Correct, I can see through the wooded area.
Would you estimate that the thickness of the tree line there is about 30 to 40 feet?
I would say that would be generally accurate. I didn't measure it though.
I don't expect it, but you could, like this picture, you could see through that wooded area.
Yes, I can see through it.
Okay. How close did you personally get to the body?
At the time of those photos, I was, like I said, about 10 to 20 feet away. I zoomed in with my camera to take the pictures.
Okay. You did take other photos where you got up close to the body, is that correct?
I don't remember taking any, like right up on the body pictures.
Okay, you got close enough where you could see what the individual was wearing, though, correct?
Correct.
And you could tell that there was that the person was wearing jeans, correct?
Yes.
And that there was a bra on the person?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to get lots of whispering in this
Can you
one.
pull up 4 again?
The mics are that good.
What? 4. Thank you. Again, this is a pic. Which one is that? Oh, okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Any redirect?
I'm going to leave Exhibit 4 up. Sorry. said this is taken about 10 to 20 feet away from the edge of the tree line. Exhibit number 4.
Far away from the body.
From the body, okay. And would you agree if you had not been directed to the body by the individuals that had already found it, it would be difficult to find?
It needed to be pointed out to me, yes.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any other questions.
All right, any recross?
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, and you are excused, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
All right, that witness was very quiet, and the prosecution is very
Thank you. So we'll call
loud.
Detective Conrad.
The whispers continue the entire trial. It would just be click, 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 click.
Sir, come on up to the witness stand to my right and remain standing once you get up there, please.
I am going to speed things up just a tiny bit. Give me a second to get the speed cranked up. Oops.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, have a seat, sir. Tell us your full name, please.
First name Mark, M-A-R-K. Last name Conrad, C-O-N-R-A-D.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Detective Conrad, where are you employed?
With Waukesha County Sheriff's Department.
And how long have you been employed there?
Since September of 2012.
Okay, and do you have any special responsibilities in addition to your role as a detective?
Yes, I am a member of our unmanned aerial systems or drone unit.
Okay, and did you have to take special training to obtain some type of certifications to be on that unit?
Yes, part of the responsibility is getting it's called a Part 107 license with FAA to fly a drone.
Okay, and how many members of their drone unit are there?
I believe there's 15 approximately.
Okay, and each of you may respond to different calls as needed by the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department or other local municipalities?
Correct.
Okay, and on September 9th of 2022, were you working both as a detective and in that special capacity and the drone unit?
I was, yes.
Okay. Were you asked to respond to the area of Gulf Road near the Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin building?
Yes, I was.
Why were you asked to respond there?
Both as a detective and I brought the drone equipment with to document the scene.
Okay. At the time that you're dispatched to respond there, why did they think the drone unit may be helpful?
It's an outdoor scene, which tends to be a larger area, and the drone equipment was somewhat new at the time, and it was a tool to use to take a broad-scale image.
Okay. And so ultimately you took several, once the drone is up in the air, you can take still photographs?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as exhibit number 2. This is one of those photos that you took?
Oh, sorry, it just turned on. Yes, it is.
Okay, and it's really hard to see, but up at the top, there's actually a date and time stamp. Can you tell me what that date and time stamp is?
September 9th, 2022, 13:19:03 hours.
Okay, so that'd be 1:19:03 p.m.?
Correct.
Okay. And where do you fly these drones from?
You can fly them anywhere. We have a remote. Generally, we're near a vehicle, or we have a trailer that we use where we can charge things, plug things in. We can look at a larger monitor.
Okay, and if you're looking at this photo, actually on the left side of the photo near the driveway, is that where your drone trailer was located?
Yes, that on the left side there is the trailer. Right below that white car is where I would be.
Okay, so just above the exhibit sticker?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So you're standing within that trailer, and you're actually flying the drone, taking these photographs. Why is it important in an investigation to get some of these further away photographs of the entire area?
An elevated view can give you a different perspective than what you have on the ground. You can get an overall understanding of a crime scene.
Okay, and I'm going to show you what's also been previously marked and admitted as Exhibit 3. This is also one of the photographs you took?
Correct.
And this is from the north side, looking south to Gulf Road?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to show you what, just the witness first, what has not yet been admitted, Exhibits 7 and Exhibit 8. So first we'll start with Exhibit 7. Can you see that?
I can.
Okay, and then Exhibit 8?
I can see that as well.
Okay, are those both photographs that you took using the drone?
They are.
Okay, I would move to admit Exhibit 7 and Exhibit 8 and permission to publish.
Any objection as to 7 or 8?
No objection to either, Your Honor.
All right, they're admitted. You may show them to the jurors.
We'll start with Exhibit number 7. Detective, this is the same area, but just a little bit further showing the driveway?
Correct.
Okay, and then Exhibit number 8. What are we looking at here?
So it's just out of frame, but the drone trailer would be on that driveway to the left, and this is a more of a straight down view of the field that's to the south of the wooded area where the more focused crime scene was located.
Okay. And one of the downsides of these overhead photos is it doesn't necessarily give us great detail about incline or maybe the scale of the land rising and falling.
Right. The elevation is harder to see on a 90-degree down than it would be from the ground or at more of an angle.
Okay. And you see two individuals there kind of in that grassy area. Those are detectives from the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department?
I know we had, I believe Waukesha Police Department was there as well, assisting.
Okay.
I don't know if one of them might be from that agency, but those are two investigators.
Sure. And the crime scene tape has been placed up there and the scene has been secured at that point?
Correct.
And what was the time of this photograph?
That shows 13:20:33 or 1:20 p.m.
Okay. And so the drone was deployed after the 1 o'clock hour to take these photographs, and you took, these are just a sampling, you took actually a number of photographs of this area, right?
Correct.
Do you know what the status of the body that had been located? Was it still within the woods when you were taking drone photos?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have any other questions.
All right, cross-examination.
Yes, Judge, I'll take the cross.
Okay.
So, officer, you were running a drone in the area, true?
Correct.
And the drone was filming from above Orthopedics Associates, the parking lot, the golf course, around the wooded area, true?
Correct.
The golf road, frontage road, true?
Correct.
The freeway, true?
I don't know if the freeway was captured.
And then you were just going in circles around the wooded area, true?
Correct.
If I was to show you a surveillance drone, would you be able to recognize it if I played it, if it's one that you...
Sure, I could attempt to.
I'm showing you as marked as exhibit number 402. Defense exhibit number 402.
I want to see the drone. Or is it just the video of the drone?
Does that appear to be your drone surveillance tape that you took?
Yes.
Judge, this video is approximately, not long, about 3 hours and...
No, 3 minutes.
3 minutes and 55 seconds, and I'd like to play for the jury.
Judge, can we watch
No objection.
All right.
3 hours of hot air balloon footage, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's admitted. Go ahead.
That would be terrible.
Can you see it on the screen?
Not yet. That's okay. There we go. All right, we can see it now.
Again, this is drone footage that you took, correct?
Correct.
What is this? This is a Mavic. Man, it's definitely it's a camera gimbal that's turning, not the drone. So it's not going to be a Mavic, I don't think. Well, maybe could be, but. Lines it up. See the crime scene tape around the perimeter there. It's just greenery. It's just trees. You're not going to be able to see anything at the scene. This just lays the area out. The insect activity on a deceased individual left outside can help determine the time of death and how long the body's been there. But the longer it goes on, like the lengthier the body's been exposed to the elements and the
I'm
insects,
stopping this at 150.
the less precise it is.
Drone footage. Are you see my marker here?
Yes.
Are you aware, or was anybody aware at that time that is Mr. Pahl's pickup truck parked in the parking lot?
I was not aware of that.
1 second, excuse me, Mr. Gallagher. You're stopping it at 2:05,
What?
actually, correct?
Oh, yes, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
The defendant was
I'm not
on
aware.
scene when they're investigating?
And again, you weren't aware that this was Mr. Pahl's pickup truck?
No, I was not.
What? There's the golfers, oblivious, working on their short game. Don't overrun the green, because then your ball goes in the crime scene tape and you can't get it back. Coming from the other side. He was at his appointment. golf and drones. We just summed up my hubs. Hey, these are two good things. These are not bad things. I'm not good at golf. I do enjoy a little outdoor exercise, but yeah, that crime scene tape goes right up to the green. What if there's a couple Titleists in there that golfers can't get back? He was there for PT, but just the coincidence of him being there in the parking lot while they're flying over and his truck getting captured on the video. But drones plural. Let's see, how many drones have I owned? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, possibly 5 drones. Short video.
Officer, that drone image that the jury just saw, did it actually depict the way that scene looked like on September 9, 2022?
Yes.
I have no further questions, Judge.
All right, Reed, direct.
No.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You, sir. Next.
Judge, we have the next witness has a lot of our evidence, so we just need a moment to get that.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So let's do this. Someone's going to wheel in some evidence or bring evidence in.
We have all the evidence over here, Judge. We just need to get it. Oh, if we could take our morning break, Judge.
Oh, all right, let's take a break, folks. All right, about I'll say 10 minutes. We'll see how long it lasts, but we'll take a break.
We skip
comfort
breaks.
break, we'll call it.
So
thank you.
don't be
leave
thinking get a timeout.
Notebooks right on your seats, right? All right, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
That laughing. Oh, so like a wheezy laugh. All right, give him a second. We're going to skip this break and continue because we have to play catch up. We are a little bit behind here. All right. And we're back. Am I too quiet? I've turned my mic down a tiny bit, so sorry about that. Arwen. Or 7-1. If you're having some weird audio issues that think something's wrong, try to reload the page, like go out and come back in. Do come back, don't just leave.
All right, have a seat, everybody.
That
Thank you
fixes
very much.
something.
All right, all 14 jurors have returned. Welcome back, everybody. So I talked to the lawyers a little bit. I think what we're going to do, we'll probably, the state has 2 witnesses that they want to present testimony before we do the jury view. So what we're probably going to do is go probably closer to 12:30. Then we'll take our lunch break. And then when you come back, we'll do the jury view, right? And again, I'll have specific instructions about the jury view when we go out, what we're going to do, how we should proceed, and so on. You've seen some of the aerial photographs and some of the photographs, so you have some familiarity with the scene. I'll talk more about it before we go out on our jury. Okay? So go ahead. Next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Detective LaFleur.
Right. Detective, come on up to the witness stand to be sworn in, please.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Have a seat, please. And tell us your first and last name.
It's Christina LaFleur.
All right. Spell both of them for us, please.
First name spelling is Christina. Last name spelling is LA, F as in Frank, LEUR.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning, Detective LaFleur.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. I understand you're maybe not feeling the greatest today.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. If you need a break or need more water, just let us know, okay? Thanks for being here. I want to direct your attention to September of 2022.
Keep your coughs on that side.
I was a detective with the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department.
Did you have any special assignments in September of 22?
Yes.
What was that?
I was assigned to the Identification Bureau. I also managed the property evidence.
So can you tell the jury what the Identification Bureau is, please?
So it's basically I respond to crime scenes and process them photographically and collect evidence, and then I also maintain our evidence storage area.
How is property maintained in storage at the sheriff's office?
It's in a locked, locked storage area that only 4 people have access to.
Okay. And you inventory everything that goes in and out of that storage area?
Yes.
Okay. Directing your attention to the date of September 9 of 2022, were you asked to respond to the location of North 15 West 28300 Gulf Road in the town of Delafield?
Yes.
And that's in Waukesha County, Wisconsin?
Correct.
Are you familiar with that area?
I am.
And people oftentimes think of that as maybe being the Pewaukee area.
Yes,
It's pretty close to Pewaukee Lake.
it is.
Okay. And are there some businesses at that location?
Yes.
What businesses do you recall?
So the Orthopedics Associates of Wisconsin is there, and then north of that location that I got dispatched to is the Western Lakes Golf Course.
In this area that we're describing, Gulf Road runs what direction?
East and west.
Okay. And so the area you were specifically working on was to the north of Gulf Road?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to show you a couple photographs from your review of the area. So first I'm going to ask to put up for the witness only Exhibit 198, please. Should be up on your screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize this photograph, please?
I do.
Do you believe this to be a photo that's a true and accurate depiction of the area?
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit 198, permission to publish, please.
Objection. All right, it's admitted.
We're going to put it up, and I'm going to ask you to explain to the jury what we're looking at, please.
Okay. So up here, this is facing westbound. The road here is Golf. And then to the northwest, that's Orthopedics Associate. Sorry, Orthopedics Associates. I'm building there.
Okay. And next, I'm going to put up for the witness number 199 for the witness only, please. Is it up?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize this photograph?
I do.
Is it a true and accurate depiction of the area?
Yes.
Okay. Permission to admit 199 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
No objection. All right, it's admitted.
Okay. Please describe the direction and what's seen in this view, please.
Yep. So this is taken facing north from Gulf Road, and then to the left, which would be west, is Orthopedics Associates. And then to the east is the wooded area and the open field.
Okay. Please put up for the witness Exhibit 9. Do you recognize Exhibit 9?
Yes.
And this is also a photograph depicting the area?
Correct.
Is this a true and accurate representation?
Yes.
Move to admit number 9 and permission to publish, please.
Objection.
No, sir.
All right, it's admitted.
Please describe for the jury.
So this would be facing towards Gulf Road. That's the road that's going east to west there. So it's kind of a southeast direction. And then to your left there, you see the wooded area. And then this is the open field right here.
Okay. Can you see I-94 in that photograph?
I can.
Yeah, very, like, if you zoom in, you can see it in the background, yes.
Okay. And does I-94 run parallel to Gulf Road in this area?
Yes.
Also running in an east to west or west to east direction?
Correct.
Okay. Exhibit 10 for the witness, please. You recognize this photograph?
I do.
Is it a true and accurate representation of the area?
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit, permission to publish number 10.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, go ahead, it's admitted.
Please tell us what we're seeing in Exhibit 10.
So this is facing north into the wooded area. And then you see those two evidence markers there, 1 and 2.
Okay, so the screen in front of you is a touch screen.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. If you could please just circle the items you just described for us there so we're all looking at the same thing. Okay. I'm going to also show you. Do you want to preserve that? Yeah, yes, please. Let's preserve 10A, Your Honor.
All right.
And then before we go further on that, I'd like to go back to Exhibit 156, please. $156 is up?
Yes.
Is this a true and accurate representation of the area on September 9 of 2022?
Yes.
Move to admit, permission to publish, Your Honor?
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 156 is admitted.
Please describe for the jury what we're seeing here.
So this is taken facing westbound towards Orthopedics Associates.
Okay. And where are you in relation to the body at the time you took this photograph?
South.
Okay, but close to the body? Close to the area where the body was in the tree line?
Yes.
Okay. As you look at that photograph here, Detective, on the stand, can you see any cars in the OAW parking lot?
No, the cars that are seen there are squad cars.
Okay. What's that object on the left, square object on the left side of the photograph? Can you tell what that is?
Like the silver where the hand is?
Yes.
Kind of, that's a clipboard.
Okay. From one of the detectives?
Probably patrol, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Exhibit 166, please.
I wonder if this guy had an appointment the day that this happened, the day these pictures were taken, or if he just was listening to the scanner and was watching to see what was happening.
Is 166 a true and accurate representation of the area on 9/9 of 2022?
Yes.
Move to admit, permission to publish, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, it's admitted.
Please describe 166.
So this is facing kind of like a southwest direction from where I was standing, facing west.
Okay. In relation to the body, what's your proximity?
Close to it, so
Okay.
I'm just south of the body.
And that same clipboard's there in the middle of the photograph?
Yes.
Can you see those utility boxes up on the corner that we saw in the first few pictures I showed you?
No, I can't.
All right, if we could go, well, let me ask you a question, Detective. What is your role when you arrived on the scene?
So my primary role was to take photographs of the scene as well as collect any evidence that was located.
Okay, and we saw in Exhibit 9, I think that we put up that you had put, or somebody had put markers near the evidence, and you circled those for us in that photo, correct?
Yes.
Explain what you're doing there, please.
Excuse me. So with any piece of evidence that's
dying.
located, an evidence placard is placed by each piece of evidence to document its location.
Okay. I'm gonna now, maybe we can show to the witness only. I'm going to show, just to move this along a little quicker, 11, 12, 13, 20, and 21, and then we'll, 11, 12, 13.
She needs to go home and go to bed and get like a bowl of chicken soup and a blanket and curl up with Netflix. That's where this witness needs to be. She's in here doing her best to testify.
Is number 11 on your screen now?
No.
Is that on your screen?
No, I've got a blank screen.
It takes a moment for it to come up on her.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Is that a true and accurate representation?
Yes.
Exhibit 12 for the witness only, please.
Awesome sloth life. Love it.
True and accurate representation?
Yes.
Exhibit 13? True and accurate representation?
Yes.
Exhibit 20? Oh, okay, thank you. Your Honor, I would move to admit 11, 12, and 13 and permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 11, 12, and 13 are admitted.
All right, more pictures from the scene.
So please display first for the jury number 11. Okay. So these are two items of evidence that you noted at the scene. Is that correct, Detective?
Yes.
And you labeled them as number 1 and number 2?
Is that a golf ball?
Okay. And next photograph, number 12, please.
Looks like a golf ball at number 2.
What is item number 2?
So item number 2 is a scalpel. It's got a green handle and it's got a cover of sheath on the blade.
Can you see the cover in the photograph?
Yes.
Can you circle it, please?
Just a random
As the
scalpel in the
preserve that is
woods.
12A.
Not a golf tool.
And what was item 1?
It was a vape.
A vape.
Yes.
Okay.
Could be thrown by a
Photograph,
golfer
or excuse me, exhibit 13, please.
in anger when they miss their putt.
What are we seeing there?
This is just a close-up of item number 2, the scalpel.
Okay. And that's exactly as you found it?
Correct.
Okay. It appears there's some grass laying on top of the scalpel?
Yes.
Okay, or covering the scalpel in some fashion?
Yes.
Okay. Did you collect the vape and the scalpel as evidence in this case?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to show you these items. They've been marked as exhibits 20 and 21. First, item 20. Please identify.
So this is evidence placard number 2. This is a scalpel.
Okay. And that item's been held on secure inventory at the sheriff's office since you collected it in September
Yes.
2022.
Yes.
Maybe you had a trip to the crime lab.
It appears so, yes.
Okay. And then exhibit 21.
This detective, every time she tries to swallow, she's like,
Please
it's got to be
identify.
painful.
Yep. So this is evidence marker number 1. This is the vape.
Can you find a bigger
Smoking
bag?
device.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The vape pen is about the size of someone's thumb. They
All
got,
right, move to admit 20 and 21, please.
Any
got
objection?
it sealed in a body bag. It's better than the solo
Now,
cup.
detective, in addition to collecting that physical evidence at the scene, did you have an opportunity to get close to the body?
Yes.
Did you photograph the body?
I did.
Did you make observations about the body?
Yes.
Before we look at any photographs, what do you remember about the body, as position, clothing, things like that, please?
So the body was located laying on her back. Her head was facing west. Her feet were facing east. She was wearing a dark-colored T-shirt, jeans, a dark-colored belt, and white athletic shoes. Her hands were bent up above her head to the side, and her right arm appeared to be partially pulled out of the right sleeve of the shirt. So the shirt was actually pulled up. She had a bra on too that was actually pulled up as well. The pants were unbuttoned, but they were still zippered. And then the belt was undone, but still in the clasp, in the metal clasp.
Did you photograph all of these things as you just described to me?
Yes.
Okay. And the body itself, what kind of condition was the body in?
At advanced states of decomposition.
For the witness only, I'm going to ask her to view exhibits 14 through 19, please. We'll go one at a time. With 14. Do you see 14 on the screen? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a true and accurate depiction?
Yes.
Number 15. True and accurate description?
Yes.
Depiction, excuse me. 16. True and accurate depiction?
Yes.
17. True and accurate depiction?
Yes.
18. True and accurate depiction?
Yes.
And 19. True and accurate depiction?
Yes.
Now, in these photographs, we have attempted to somewhat blur the head and face of the victim, is that right?
Yes.
So they're not as vivid or descriptive as they were when you took the photograph, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But other than that, they're true and accurate representations of the condition of the body.
That's correct.
Move to admit 14 through 19 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
We're going to count
they're all
strikes on this
admitted,
one.
they do so.
If the judge strikes something for the record, if the attorneys say strike that, goes on the count.
Please
counter.
describe 14.
So this is facing northbound, right before you get into the clearing, into the woods.
Okay. And the body's visible in this photograph?
Yes.
Okay. Number 15, please. Please describe.
And this is just a closer up view, walking through the clearing up to the body.
Okay. You said her head was to the west and her feet were to the east.
Yes.
And it's almost as if she is also parallel to Gulf Road and I-94, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Number 16, please. Describe.
So this is facing west, and just an overview of her feet to her head.
Okay. This is
She's-
the condition of her clothing when you
She's
found it.
authenticating these right now. They'll show us
Her
in just a
jeans
minute
were in what kind of
when they
condition?
publish.
So I noted dirt on the groin area of her pants, and then also the bottom portions of each leg. From
Maybe
the
not
pants.
those ones.
There was also dirt on her left shoe as well.
Okay. Number 17.
We might not see these ones. Sorry.
Please describe.
So this is just facing south, just getting the overview of the left side of her body.
Okay. 18.
And this would be overview on top of her torso.
Okay. You had described for us the condition of her shirt, and there appeared to be an object consistent with a bra and her pants, right?
Yes.
Now that we have the image, can you just point out those highlights for the jury again, please?
You want me to circle them on?
You can, sure.
Okay. So her buckle, it's actually hard to tell in here. So, but the buckle right here is still intact. I mean, it's loosened, but it's still intact. Her buttons to her pants are also undone. Her bra is pushed up, and then you see her right arm that's partially pulled out of her right sleeve.
Okay. May I please ask to preserve 18A, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. And then finally, number 19. Please describe.
So this is just a different viewpoint, taking the photo above her torso.
This was the condition of the body when you found it?
Yes.
Okay. Were there insects present on the body?
Yes.
What types of insects, to your opinion?
Maggots.
Maggots, okay. And you've seen those at crime scenes before?
Yes.
Okay. And were they abundant?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move away from the crime scene now and direct your attention to the date of September 17th of 2022. And did you have further involvement in this case on that date?
Yes.
Did you assist with executing a search warrant at an apartment at 1001 Delafield Street here in the city of Waukesha?
Yes.
And is that apartment close to this courthouse?
It is.
Okay. And who lived at that apartment to your understanding?
It would have been the defendant and the victim.
Okay. You understood it to be their apartment?
Yes.
Okay. When you first arrived on scene, were you responsible for seizing and photographing Mr. Pahl's truck?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to show to the witness, please, Exhibit 22. Is it up?
Yes.
Okay. Is that a true and accurate depiction of Mr. Pahl's vehicle as you found it that day?
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit permission to publish 22, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 22 is admitted.
Okay. Please describe for the jury what we're seeing in this photo.
So this is a Toyota Tacoma that was registered to the defendant in a handicap parking spot. And then in the background is the apartment building.
Is this exactly where you found the vehicle, or did you move it for the purpose of this photograph?
No, this is where it was found.
Okay. Parked just like that?
Yes.
What did you do to seize the vehicle and maintain the integrity of the vehicle?
So I took overall photographs of all sides of the vehicle, and then I used evidence tape and secured across each of the doors, as well as the hood. Both, there's one here, and then there's one on the other side, cargo areas, so those were sealed with evidence tape. And then on the back side of the cab was also sealed with evidence tape. And I initialed and dated it.
Okay. And then eventually the vehicle is taken where?
It's taken back to our evidence storage garage.
Is that a secure location?
Yes.
Okay. That's maintained by the sheriff's department, yes. Not like a private tow facility?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Eventually, did you go inside and assist with collecting evidence inside the defendant's apartment?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to show for the witness Exhibit 181, please. Do you recognize Exhibit 181?
I do.
What is it?
It's a property inventory sheet.
And tell the jury what that means.
So it's basically a document that anytime evidence is collected, we fill out this property inventory sheet, which documents the location, the time, the date, who collected it, where it was collected from.
Okay. And is this an item that you completed?
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit 181, permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 181 is submitted.
Okay. And this sheet tells you everything that was collected as evidence inside Mr. Pahl's apartment, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not going to go through everything. How many items total if we scroll down?
Oh, wow.
So that would have been...
Keep going, please. I'm sorry.
USB drive,
23,
cell phone,
23 items total.
digital
Yes.
recorder.
Please go back to page 1. And like to start out with,
It's a property collection form from
item 2
the
on your list. You see that?
Sheriff's
Yes.
office.
What was collected as item number 2?
An iPad.
An iPad. I'll show you first exhibits 33 and 34 for the witness only. Have you seen those photographs, ma'am?
Yes.
Are they true and accurate depictions of the evidence collected inside Mr. Pahl's apartment?
Yes.
Move to admit 33 and 34, permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 33 and 34 are admitted.
What are we seeing in 33, please?
So this is an overview of the iPad. This is on a, I believe it was a futon or some type of couch that was in the living room in the apartment.
Okay. And 34, please.
what was that ghost thing?
Please describe.
This is just a close-up of that same item.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you
Ghost bed?
physical item number 45. Please identify.
It's not a sponsor. We have one size of bags here. Whatever it is, fits in that bag.
It's an iPad.
Okay. Same iPad we've just been talking about.
Except with the pink. There's no pink cover.
The pink case is no longer with
Yes.
it. Okay, but it is the same item that was collected from the couch or the futon in the living room at Mr. Pahl's apartment?
Yes.
Okay. Next, if you could please display for the witness only exhibit 23. Did you observe 23?
Yes.
Is it a true and accurate depiction?
Yes.
Move to admit 23, permission to publish, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, it's admitted.
What's seen in exhibit 23, please?
So this is an overview focusing in on this pink water bottle.
Okay.
In
And
the living
was-
room. Sorry, this is in the living room
In
still.
the living room?
Yes.
And was that item collected as evidence in
That
this case?
IKEA shelf is
Show
broken.
this exhibit 43. Please identify.
This is that same pink water bottle in the picture.
Okay. Move to admit 43, Your Honor.
Any objection?
Sir.
43 is admitted.
I think I forgot to admit 45, the iPad. Move to admit.
No objection.
All right, it's admitted.
Next, please put up for the witness photograph exhibits 24 through 26. Have you had an opportunity to review all of those photographs, ma'am?
Yes.
Are they all true and accurate depictions?
Yes.
And I move to admit 24 through 26, and permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 24, 25, 26 are admitted.
Please describe 24.
So this is an overview focusing in on, there's a closet.
You can circle it or point to it. Yeah.
Yep, so the closet's right here.
Okay, you've drawn an X on the
Closet door.
Okay. And that pink water bottle was in the same area?
Yep, it was behind this little shelf area.
Okay. Your Honor, may I please preserve 24A?
Yes.
See, I spy with my little eye.
And then clear that,
Elmer's
and we'll
glue.
move on to 25. What do we see in 25, please?
So this is just a closer view of a beer stein that was located in the closet on the floor.
Okay.
The witness
And
is
then
sick.
26.
It's to protect the court from the witness.
What are we seeing in 26?
This is just a close-up of the contents that were inside of this beer stein. With two pill bottles.
Did you collect those 2 pill bottles as evidence in this case?
Yes.
Okay. I'll show you 42. Can you identify 42?
Yep, these are the 2 pill bottles that were located in the beer stein.
Move to admit 42, please.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 42 is admitted.
Please present for the witness only 35 and 36. Have you had an opportunity to observe those photographs, ma'am?
Yes.
Are they true and accurate depictions?
Yes.
Move to omit 35 and 36. Permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, they're admitted.
Please describe 35.
So this would be in the bedroom. It's like a dresser or a dresser, and so I'm focusing in on that black cell phone that's on top.
Okay. And then 36, please. Please describe.
This is just a close-up of that same cell phone.
Did you collect that item as evidence in this case?
Yes.
Nice old-fashioned style alarm clock. Those will get you out of bed.
The exhibit 46. Please identify.
Well, once again, we have
The same cell phone that was located in the bedroom on that
big
the dresser.
bag.
Move to omit 46, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 46 admitted.
All right. Please display for the witness 27 through 31.
We're admitting a bunch of evidence here. This poor lady needs to get a sick day and go home.
Have you had a chance to observe each of those photographs, ma'am?
Yes.
Are they true and accurate?
Yes.
Permission to, or excuse me, please admit 27 through 31 and permission to publish, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
So we'll start with 27. Please describe.
So this is that same dresser where that phone was located. The door's open on the top shelf. You can see a black purse.
Okay. That's the same dresser where the cell phone was located, you said?
Yes.
Okay. 28, please. Describe.
This is just a close-up of that same black purse.
29. Describe.
And this is a close-up of the contents of that purse.
Okay. And next, 30. Describe.
And, excuse me, additional contents that were in that same purse.
Identification for Stephanie Pahl's.
Correct.
Okay. And 31, please. Please describe.
These were also inside that purse.
And what are these objects, please?
2 vapes and 2 pill bottles prescribed to Stephanie.
Okay. The purse itself was collected as evidence?
Yes.
Okay, this is item number 44. Please identify.
This is the purse that was collected.
And
all her belongings are there.
Blue vape that's in the center.
Blue vape in the center. If you could just hold that, show that.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Move to omit 44, please.
Any objection?
No, sir.
44 is admitted.
All right, please display 37 through 40 for the witness.
Some company sold Michigan on this evidence sealing system, and now they're making bank selling them these bags. It's really cool. It keeps the document in there with the evidence, so it can be identified. It's durable. It's visible. It works. It's just, I think it's proprietary and very expensive.
Have you had an opportunity to review all of those photographs?
Yes.
Are they true and accurate depictions?
Yes.
Move to omit 37 through 40. Permission to publish.
Any objection?
Wisconsin.
All right, they're
I
all
said
admitted.
Michigan, sorry. Strike that, but don't count that strike.
37 is going up. Please identify.
So this it's a bag with medication, various other medical supplies were inside of it.
Okay.
That's a go bag.
38. Please describe.
Close-up of some of the medical items that were seen in that bag.
39.
And specifically close-ups of the scalpels that were inside that bag.
Okay. 40.
Now we have a match.
Just turned over the bag to take a picture of the other side.
Okay. And 41. Nope. 41's right here. Exhibit 41. Please identify.
These are those the same bag of scalpels that were located in that black bag.
Just from your plain observation, did the scalpel in the apartment seem to match the scalpel at the crime scene?
They were similar, yes.
I can take all of those things back.
They're probably readily available.
I will try and stack it.
Okay.
ASMR level is set to 3 right now.
Please display for the witness only Exhibit 32. Do you recognize Exhibit 32?
Yes.
What is it? Just tell us what it is before I'm
Oh, okay.
ask the judge to.
These are the contents of the defendant's wallet.
Okay. Is this a true and accurate depiction?
Yes.
And how is it that you photographed the contents of Mr. Pahl's wallet?
I was notified by Detective Seitz that he had a wallet that he wanted me to take a photograph of. This is at the Sheriff's Department.
Okay. Your Honor, move to admit 32, permission to publish.
Any objection?
LEB, how can we remind people nationwide that divorce is the best option if you don't want your wife or
And what
husband
kinds of
around
items
anymore?
did you locate in
They
his
need to be
wallet?
reminded they can't get away with murder.
Identification for him. There was some bank cards,
Spend the rest of their life
some
in
insurance cards, keys, and some paperwork that had passwords and other various notes on it.
Okay. The card in the middle that's kind of dark blue in color, do you see that?
Yes.
Whose name is on that card?
So referring to this one right here.
Yes, ma'am.
It has the name of Stephanie on it. Pahl's.
Okay.
He had her cards.
Do you
in his
recall, and
wallet?
if not, we could put up the sheet again, but do you recall that a cell phone was also seized from Mr. Pahl on this date?
I can't recall this.
Okay, we'll put up 181, please.
It was. I think it was a Samsung.
At the very bottom. If you can zoom in on 23. Item 23 there.
The body
Does that
was
refresh your
too
recollection, ma'am?
decomposed.
Yes. Was
to
there a
give
cell
it
phone seized from Mr. Pahl?
At the residence, yes.
Okay.
Or the apartment, yes.
We don't know how she died.
Now I'd like to direct your attention to the date of September 19th of 2022. Were you working this case that day?
Yes.
And do you remember what your involvement was on that date?
I can't recall if that was...
No problem. Not meant to be a trick question. Were you present when a cadaver dog was called to the secure storage area to perform a search?
Yes.
And is it consistent with your memory that was the date of September 19th of 2022?
Yes.
The day before the crime lab came out?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And where did you go?
Thank you.
I went to the evidence storage garage where the truck was being held.
Okay. And did you meet with anybody over there?
Yes.
Who did you meet with?
With a canine officer from Racine County.
And tell the jury about this secure storage area where this is where Mr. Pahl's vehicle had been taken to.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that, please.
So we have it's basically a pole barn, a very large pole barn, and we also have a gated area outside as well. We primarily store vehicles that are involved in fatal car crashes or vehicles that need to be processed for evidence.
Okay. And so about how many cars are kept in there at any time?
It could be between 20, 30 vehicles, inside and outside.
Okay. And I'm going to ask that a couple of photographs be displayed for you only, 47 through 50, please. Have you seen all of those?
Yes.
Okay. Are they true and accurate representations of the inside of the pole barn on September 19th of 2022?
Yes.
Move to admit 47 through 50, permission to publish.
Any objection?
AZDCS Oversight
Right,
Group.
they're admitted.
Thank you very much. Got your text as well.
So we'll
add
start
that
with
to the
47.
calendar.
So give us an overview of what we're looking at here, please, Detective.
So I just want to add that this photograph was taken with the two vehicles that are in the background right here.
Yes.
Are the state crime lab, so this is actually the day after. So these
When
vehicles...
the photograph was taken?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yes.
Except for those two vehicles from the crime lab personnel, had the contents of the pole barn changed in any other way?
No.
From one day to the next?
No.
Okay. Do you see Mr. Pahl's truck in 47?
Yes.
Where is it?
Why are there 4 black trucks in this
You're
picture?
going to ask to please preserve 47A, and the
Just to
two items in the
complicate
square
things.
are the crime lab vehicles, and the item with an X is Mr. Pahl's vehicle. Is that correct, Detective LaFleur?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It looks like a still image cut from a body cam of
Okay,
someone
so
walking out
if
there.
you could please clear the screen, Madam Clerk, and then I'll ask you just to kind of orient us what we're looking at.
The judge is like, please don't cough at me.
Okay, so this is facing, so the pole barn has 2 large overhead garage doors on both the east and the west side, and they also have a service door on each side as well.
Okay.
So facing east right now.
Okay. 48. Please describe.
Yep, so this would be facing north. And then the other service door to the west is on the left side there.
Okay, can you, with an X, mark the overhead door?
Yes.
And then with a circle, the service door?
There's a better picture.
You can't really see it from, so this is the exit, so it's right below.
Okay, actually, I think the next picture will show us better, but can we please preserve 48A, Your Honor?
Yes.
49? You see that service door a little bit better in this one?
A little bit, it's right about here at
Okay.
the top of it.
And to the right of the service door, it appears there's some motorcycles there?
Yes.
Can you explain that?
Let's see those.
So those are other vehicles that were involved in fatal or serious injury crashes.
Okay.
Oh.
Could they also be stolen vehicles?
We did not, I don't believe we had any stolen vehicles at that point in time.
Okay.
Inside.
Please preserve 49A.
Yes. Okay.
And then 50.
All right, so this is again facing
clerks doing screenshots.
so directly behind me, or with Crime Lab took the photo, but directly behind where this photograph would have been taken is the other service door.
Everything's
Okay.
black.
And so now we're looking back down the length of the building?
Yes.
Okay. And those 2 Crime Lab vehicles are still there in the middle?
Yes.
And then what else, what's around the side, around the edges of the pole barn?
As far as like
Vehicles?
Yeah, those are just other vehicles that were stored there.
Okay. And ordinarily, if the Crime Lab hadn't parked their vehicles there, that area's open?
Yes.
So you can move vehicles around if you need to or access them?
Yes.
Okay. And the vehicles are all kind of parked along the outside or the perimeter of the pole barn?
Mostly we try and keep them on the north and the south side.
Okay.
But we were pretty full at this point, so we did have to park at least one vehicle on the far east side by the door.
Okay.
It was a busy time in the world of crime, so our pole barn was
All right.
full of vehicles.
Moving on. We talked about the fact that the Crime Lab did a search of the truck, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to ask to put up for the witness only Exhibit 52. Do you recognize 52?
Yes.
What is it?
It's another property inventory sheet for evidence that was collected during the search warrant.
On the truck?
Yes.
Okay. And what was your role in being there that day?
I just stood by as the Crime Lab personnel processed it, and then once they took the evidence, they turned it over to me.
Okay. And it was your job to preserve it and maintain it for use in this case?
Yes.
Okay. Permission to publish, move to admit 52, permission to publish.
Any objection?
No, sir.
52 is admitted.
So if you could just scroll down a little bit, I want to ask you, there's various items that were recovered from the vehicle, correct? You could stop right there.
Yes.
A lot of tools and instruments that potentially could be used to harm somebody.
Brass knuckles
Judge,
and
I object to
bonks.
that line of that statement.
Ice pick wrapped
Stand the
in
objection
towel.
now. Don't answer. Next question.
Sure. This is a true list of everything you collected from that vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Next page, please.
He's got an ice pick and brass knuckles.
And in addition to the tools and the other objects, there were some clothing items, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then I want to focus your attention on 31, keep scrolling please, and then 31 through 39.
Bunch of
You
swabs.
see that?
Yes.
There were swabs that you collected from within the vehicle?
Yes.
And swabs are used how to collect evidence from a vehicle?
So the main purpose of using swabs is we're looking for DNA or biological fluids, samples, that kind of thing. So
Did you actually manipulate the swabs to collect the evidence, or did the Crime Lab do that?
the Crime Lab did.
And then they turned them over to you?
Yes.
Okay. I also want to ask you, do you remember, well, you could please put up for the witness only 51, the passenger footwell of the vehicle. Do you remember any items being located in the footwell?
Yes.
And do you remember any documents being located in that area?
Yes.
What do you remember?
Underneath the floor mat, there was like a yellow legal type piece of paper that had a handwritten note on it. On top of that note was like a white foamy piece that was on top of that letter.
Okay.
There was also a hammer and some rocks that were in that footwell as well.
Okay.
What in the world?
Is 51 up for you?
Yes.
Is it a true and accurate depiction of the appearance of the footwell?
Yes.
What does this guy do for
Move to admit
business?
permission to publish 51.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, admitted. You can publish it.
He's got an ice pick, brass knuckles,
So
rocks,
now
a
that the jury
hammer.
can see this, please
and a
go
hidden
through that
note.
again, what we're seeing here.
Yep. So you can see this right here is the floor mat, so it's tipped up, and then underneath it was this the legal note that I was talking about that was handwritten, and then this was the white foam that was on top of it.
Please
and then you see
tell us about that note.
the hammer and the rocks.
Hammer and some rocks.
Yes.
Okay. If you could put you put an X on the floor mat, correct?
Well, the mat.
And on the phone.
Could you just write the number 1 after the X? And then on the white foam, could you write the number 2 after the X so we can distinguish for the record?
Don't worry.
X1 is the
Multiple
floor mat,
things.
X2 is the foam pad, and the circled item is the note.
Yes.
Okay. Ask to preserve 51A, Your Honor.
Yes.
Did you collect that note as evidence, Detective LaFleur?
Yes.
Show you the 55.
She alternates between coughing on the jury and the judge. Okay, here's our note. We should be able to see
Please
this.
identify 55.
This is the note that was found underneath the front passenger floor mat.
I'm sorry, I think I misspoke. Is it 53? The court evidence sticker in the bottom right hand.
Cameraman zooms in. I can see.
53, okay.
53? All right.
I apologize. 53 is the note from the passenger floor mat.
Yes.
Okay. Move to admit 53, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No, sir.
All right, 53 is admitted.
All right, those are all my questions for Detective LaFleur.
Come
All right,
on.
Cross-examination.
You can't not display
Judge is
it
going to be
for
up there a
us.
while. I know you want to break at 12:30.
Yeah, it's 12:18 right now.
Maybe about-
You're
up
going
to
to have a fair
30
number of
minutes,
questions
yeah.
for her.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, let's take a break now, and let's come back at 1:30, please. Okay, folks? And we'll see how far we can get. All right, for the jury.
Okay, we're going to skip lunch. No, we need to take lunch.
I think you want to take your notes back, right? Okay, very good.
Why wouldn't they show us the note?
Bring your notebooks with you, please.
I want to see the note. A handwritten note underneath the mat of the floor where the victim was last known to be. Show us the note. Maybe it's here. Well, it's not hearsay. It's admitted as evidence. We can see it. The jury can
Right,
see
have a seat,
it.
everybody. Thank you.
They'll show us later. Okay. He gone. He gone. Just walks around like this courtroom.
Your Honor, can she step down?
Yes, you can step down. I'm sorry. Thank you very
She
much.
go home.
All right, so 46 was a phone that was admitted, right? I think I'm just checking my notes.
I've got it checked.
There's the defendant there on the end
And then
in blue.
41, the scalpels were admitted as well, Madam Clerk, right? Okay. Right, so anything before we take a break, Ms. Opper?
Just again on timing, Your Honor, I think, so we're probably now looking to do the jury view around 2:30 or 3 o'clock. But if we can get it done today, that would be best because it's all set
will
up.
get it done.
Okay,
Yes, that is my intent.
thank you.
Jury
Anything
trip to the
else,
golf course.
Mr. Gallagher?
No, sir, thank you.
All right, let's stand down and be in place, ready to go at 1:30.
Yes, sir.
Or a bit before, all right? Thank you.
All right. There we go. All right, we're going to, they're going to do a jury view. Let me see how much of this we get. Skipping lunch. Oh, we've got a little bit. We've got some testimony before the jury view, for sure. Okay, let's do lunch. How about that? Can we do lunch? Pause this. Let's do lunch first. And the jury's going to go check out the crime scene. They're going to get to go walk the greens. I hope they brought their clubs. Honestly, I hope they brought their clubs. Maybe get a little pitch and putt practice in there on the the ninth hole. So interesting case. This is interesting because in my head I'm trying to look at obviously the evidence the state has and say, is this proving beyond a reasonable doubt? And they're far from that for me. Far from that. Yeah, there's suspicion. Yeah, sure, he's got his Filipino side pieces that he's wanting to be with instead of the one who's on and off with right now. That's one factor to consider. That's the scalpel that perked my ears up. There's an identical scalpel to the ones that were found in his house. Now they were in her purse, I think. Well, I'm not sure because there was medicine in there. I don't think the medicine bottles were identified in that situation. The ones in the stein were for Stephanie, were the ones in the bag also for Stephanie. So I'm not sure if it's her medicine bag or her medic pack. But the scalpel being both in this apartment and at the scene of the crime, that's something. But that does not necessarily say he did it. Unfortunately, there's still possibilities of self-inflicted injury that's on the scene here. So it doesn't explain the clothing the way it was found. But I'm just trying to, get ahead of things and saying, what could possibly have happened here? If Stephanie drove with him to his appointment and then for some reason did end up taking her own life, did he find her and try to move her or hide her, or I don't know. Or was it just straight up murder? And I'm thinking too hard. All right. We are behind. So we have to hurry. That means we're going to take can we do a 45-minute lunch? We'll be back at 12:45. Give me a minute. I've got to download the new thumbnail. It is evolving as we go along. I need a scalpel on there. I'll add a scalpel later today. All right, and we'll make a portal. It's really hard to do a portal when we're still in our live for the first time. Does that make sense? Copy, cancel, schedule, create new, paste. We're in day 1, part 2. I don't think my sister will mind telling you. During this last stream, she asked me to make a song for her kids to learn prepositions, and we made a cool little song and sent it to her on Suno that teaches the kids about prepositions. We'll be back at 12:45, and we need the thumbnail in there. Okay, building it right now. Anyone can be first. Let's see who it is. It's to the tune of Yankee Doodle. It's just to memorize prepositions. So you can hear it, but it's literally a primary song, like a primary learning song. Goes like this, 24 seconds long.
After, along, among, around, about, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, to, during, under, in, into, over, of, off, to, toward, up, on, near, for, from, except, by, with, behind, below, down.
There it is. I made that, and now her kids are smarter. All right. So AI isn't completely junk, right? It has its uses. Okay, trying to see who was first. It looks like it was Greeners. Just one second. It was Greeners who's first in chat. He's got that on lock. We'll build the portal right now. We're going to play the music because we're already late for lunch. When we come back, we will be on high speed. We're still going to be accelerating through everything. I wouldn't have repeated second grade 5 times if I had that song back in my day. Now we're all smarter. Maybe I'll publish it for you so everyone can get it. All right. We're coming back at 12:45. 12:45 is our return time. Just making sure the portal is in place. It is. We're good to go. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again at 12:45, continuing in our catch-up of this trial. I call it the missing girlfriend murder trial. Gone for 3 weeks, found in the woods next to a golf course. Unable to determine the cause of death. The state says it's murder. Defense says not so fast. It's going to be an interesting one. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. You're my new best friend.
There's nothing in the order that restrains you from talking to cats.
You don't put a diplomatic plate on a hootie.
Hello?